All right, good morning and welcome in on this Tuesday morning as we are go ahead and slowly skipping through game week. As the young child has joined us, it's not just me and Lloyd this morning. Christian is here.
Because he's dropped out of school.
How was your first day of class, young man?
I won't say what I said earlier, but it could have been better. And I might be dropping the class for that specific reason.
Your ex is in it?
No.
So you're dropping class.
No, I would have said that.
How close do you think you are?
This is season 2 of Christian Mingle.
I know. From a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're going to drop out.
Of school. 1
means you're fully committed to going to Louisiana State University.
Oh, and graduating?
Yeah.
And dropping out as a 10?
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm at like a 2.
Okay. So you're still committed to the grind of college?
I just need to find new classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that Lloyd is not poisoning your brain.
He's one of the few that needs it.
I'm not going to be allowed to drop out either.
No, your mom would get mad.
Yeah, your parents would be pissed at you.
And then you just don't tell them.
Well, then I would just be like homeless. They'd be like, all right. Well,
no, you get a whole semester of not going to class, and they're like, how's school? Like, great. And then you just figure it out later.
I did that with Lloyd.
I did that freshman year at my grades. They're like, can we see your grades? And I doctored them on Moodle using Snapchat Photoshop. And the report card came back, and they're like, what happened on the exams, Christian? Like, shit. I didn't think they sent over report cards. What is this, 99?
What am I still in school, high school?
What is this, 1985? Why are we sending over report cards? Just email it to them, and then I can log in their email and block it.
Delete it.
Yeah.
There you go. You almost had it all figured out.
Yeah.
I guess we need to use your Photoshop skills.
Snapchat doctoring
skills. I feel like we haven't.
Make it bigger?
Used you to your...
Can make it happen.
He did not hear what you said.
Need an edit.
Good morning. Welcome in.
An edit.
Glad to see all of your names, faces, and profile pictures over there. Fonz, good morning. Brian Burgess, good morning from Clemson. Already there. That's a true Tiger fan right there. Already made the trek over to Clemson, South Carolina for this weekend's game, as we are 4 days away from LSU and Clemson facing off in Death Valley Junior Saturday night. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to get in the vehicle. It's going to be the happiest 9-hour drive I've ever made in my life. I will never have been happier to drive for that long.
I will not touch a steering wheel.
Trips like these, I find. Now, I know the game will be the best part, but the ride up is always like.
We're going to be rolling 6 deep in our vehicle. So I have a feeling we will not be short of entertainment.
Yeah. Or sleeping.
I mean, I won't be sleeping. I'll be driving. But it's going to be exciting. 4 days away, LSU. And I think the perfect way to kick it off and to get everybody in that mindset, in that zone, is to run that hype video back again. Let's just get it started with the hype video. What did you think of the hype video?
Well, which one? They've released like 4.
The one they put out yesterday.
I've seen it. Was it the one they show the stadium first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. What song was behind it?
I have no
Just
idea. But we need it to start the show off this morning, bring the energy up in the room, get everybody ready to go, ready to talk about some LSU football. Clemson only 2.5-point favorites now. Watch out.
Watch out. It's because of the hype video.
Where stars are born and legends live forever. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun will soon find its home in the western sky, and it will be Saturday night in Death Valley.
The best environment I have ever seen.
It is the Valley of Death. It comes alive.
Expectations are always high. It comes back to the one goal that I started with. We want to graduate our players and play for championships.
Everybody's fired up. I can feel it. Every fan is so bought in this year and invested. It's fun to be in Baton Rouge right now.
How was that, Chris? What did you think of that?
The only
That
thing that
was,
would have made
that
it.
was pretty cool, you know. That was cool.
No, that's excellent. That's excellent. I tell you what, something different about number 7 when he pops up on the screen.
Really is.
It makes you feel a certain type of way.
I don't even like the fact that he commented on the fact that he maybe wouldn't have been 7. Like I know that there's players
there's
that
there's no other
but
choice.
no.
Did you have playmakers?
This is not
Yeah,
Jonathan Giles.
Aaron Anderson would have looked cool in 7. I
Of
agree.
course. Oh man. Well,
I know. But you give 7 to your most dynamic playmaker on the field, your game changer, your game wrecker, and that is who Harold Perkins is. I actually was on a podcast last night. The Mrs. R.
still waiting on my call.
Same.
I was on a podcast last night. It was an NFL draft podcast. It's the Draft Professor. He does a year-round
it's a
NFL draft
prof-
show.
I'm a DM
Oh
him.
gosh.
It's crazy. And he wanted to do a little LSU Clemson preview. And so he called me and then a Clemson podcaster on. And we talked about the game a little bit. But the beginning of the show, the guy goes, what's the big deal with 18? He was like, I knew 7 was a thing, but what's 18 mean? And so I had to do the full breakdown of what the numbers mean for the beginning of that show. And I guess it
there's
just
a bunch of
surprised
people
me.
on here. What the hell?
Yeah, it was 7 people last night. He said he was like, I sent out too many invites, and everybody said yes, and now we have too many people on
Yeah,
here.
it's a bukkake
But,
of takes.
It was a good show. I enjoyed sitting.
Hopefully you
and
stood
talking.
out enough to get invited back.
It's the second time.
This is my second time on.
Okay.
There you go. But so shout out to the Draft Professor for having me on. But yeah, I had to explain what 18 meant, which I think surprised me. I thought 18 was just more of a well-known thing, but I guess not. But like we said, Harold Perkins in that video makes you feel certain ways, and that's why he's in number 7. But in other news, as we roll on 4 days away from game day, Brian Kelly met with the media yesterday, and Christian went through and cut it up. So we've got sound from that we will play today. A lot of tidbits from what Brian Kelly said yesterday at the press conference, where he talked about different players that have stood out, the way that he's confident in this team, and what they're looking like headed into Clemson this week as they play on Saturday. Also, like we've done all week, we've done position group breakdowns, and today will be the Edge Room. So today's Edge Day, right, Christian?
Really? Why isn't it Goon Day?
Is the Edge position breakdown as we will look at the defensive ends and the edge rushers for both LSU and Clemson. Give our grades for that. As yesterday was defensive tackle day, which I felt like as much as LSU is very, very much improved in that room and talented, Clemson won that position group relatively easily,
Special
in
guest
my
this
opinion.
year.
And I think we have you could have sent Christian to go open.
I want to see him first.
We have a special edition.
Let's go!
Here he is.
No way.
The man is back.
Good to see you, buddy. There he is.
Stewie's
back.
That's good.
Christian, you can leave. What's
Stewie
wrong?
has returned. The prodigal son.
We'll get you a microphone.
There you go.
We take precedent here.
Gotta respect the past. Is this one plugged in, Lloyd? The one Christian's got?
No.
It's not. I see the cords on the bottom. You want to take a break and get it set up? Or you want to just roll with it? Just roll with it. All right. Like we said, position group breakdowns today. We're going to go defensive ends and edge rushers for LSU and Clemson. As now we are a packed house. Our guy, Stewie, is back. Andrew Messina, Stewie. Kimberly, welcome, Stewie. Is he back or just visiting? Stewie is back. He is back. C-Dub, Stu, Brian Burgess, Stewie in the house. There he is. There he is. Stewie.
He hadn't been on a
Welcome
microphone
back.
in a while. He's been behind the scenes.
Way behind the scenes. Like,
Stewie
Wow.
wanted to come back and be a part of the squad. Glad to have him return, as he was a part of the OG crew. And it didn't feel right doing this without him anyways.
Yeah, it felt like we had, lost a brother.
I know. It was,
Now he's back. Still need a mom.
Yes,
We're working
still
on
missing
it.
our mother, but that's okay. We're getting with that. One day,
I've got a cousin, a brother,
one
and
day
a
the
mother,
family will be back.
and a father.
We'll be all back together. But
Dad left us.
Yeah, he went out for milk
never
and
truly a dad.
cigarettes.
Never
No,
truly
he'd
a dad in
be
the
a
first
bad
place.
dad.
But in other college football news, South Carolina got really good news yesterday as their running back. Huge news for the Cox.
Huge news for the Cox.
As their running back that they got, the Utah State transfer, has been given a waiver and will be available to play this season for the Gamecocks. Rasul Faison is eligible to play as he was waiting for a waiver to be able to play for South Carolina after he ran for 1,100 yards last season at Utah State. So big news for South Carolina, who obviously is on LSU's schedule this season. They will face off in the real Death Valley in just a couple of weeks in October. So big news for South Carolina. He'll be available to play, I guess, this weekend for them. They play Virginia Tech, I believe, week 1. So big matchup, and he'll obviously be needed there. But into the 2 claps this morning. Shout out to JD and the WFB9 weather crew as they put out the weather for Clemson this weekend, and it deserves 2 claps. As it looks like it's going to be good weather, fellas. We're going to be good, rocking and rolling. No worries about rain or anything. Kickoff about 76 and sunny. Halftime 73 degrees. Into game 70. So it won't be too hot. No reason to be too sweaty. But I'm sure Lloyd will be sweating.
That's why we acclimatized.
Yes.
If you're an LSU football player, you get ready for 70 degrees.
Yeah, because it's going to be a whole lot different than the 97 that you've been practicing in all fall, getting ready for this game. Next up, shout out to the the wide receiver discussion, as yesterday on the Pivot podcast, Jackson Smith and Jigba talked about his take on the wide receiver debate. Obviously, he is an Ohio State alum wide receiver, and he was asked by Ryan Clark and his crew who wide receiver is, and he gave the only right answer. And I don't know why people are surprised that this was the answer. I would assume if you were to ask a lot of Ohio State guys their thoughts on the discussion, it would probably be similar to this.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Who I'm taking?
Or LSU. Who are you giving wide receiver right now?
Right now, this second, I would go LSU. This second, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys. They're good, but when we talk about
All time?
wait, all time?
No, not all time.
All time?
Right now,
You're trying to change the rules.
All time.
Oh, right now in the
Right
NFL.
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right now, yeah.
But give it
Decade.
All
you know
time
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
All time, yeah, no question.
Oh,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying? That
okay,
wasn't
my
even
bad.
something I, process him saying. But receiver right now, yeah, I give it to him these last couple of years, and you gotta say that. But I think we're gonna have something to say about that here in a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty much a layup. If you were to ask anyone who wide receiver is right now in the current standing of professional football, if anyone has a fantasy draft in the past, recently, or coming soon, you'll probably see 4 LSU wide receivers go in your first 10 to 15 picks.
I got Jamar Chase number 1 overall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
God, you lucky dog. You'll see Jamar go. You'll see Justin go, Malik, Brian. And I feel like that just ends the discussion right there, as 4 of the 10 best receivers in the league are from LSU. And that'll create the easy answer of LSU as wide
Well,
receiver.
just good to see that the young boy still got some sense. It'd been
Yeah.
easy just to go Ohio State over everybody because
course.
he went there. But I mean, it's impossible to ignore.
Respect to the integrity of the game.
And
Well-
you could almost go all time.
All those Ohio State receivers are like wide receiver 2s, though.
Right.
Like, majority of them are, like, even Jackson Smith and Jigba is kind of a wide receiver 2. Like,
Yeah,
Marvin
I mean-
Harrison is the only one, and Jeremiah Smith, obviously, is like
That's what he's waiting on.
That's-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, yeah, cool, but like
He's in college.
he's still got to wait a year, 2 years. So I mean, as of right now, LSU is still wide receiver U. They'll probably continue that this year. Aaron Anderson, like Barry Brown. There's names out there. If Chris Hilton has a good year, he could go high in the draft. So like, Ohio State's good, but LSU is great
Yeah.
in that realm.
And they probably have more in the league, but I would just say it's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I mean, what LSU's putting out are all pro caliber wide receivers year in and year out.
And Odell's out there somewhere.
Odell and Jarvis to Jamar and Justin to Malik and Brian, and then
I mean, you also had, like, you can go even farther
Then you
back.
sprinkle
Brandon
in.
LaFell, Dwayne Bowe,
right,
Super Bowl champ, Brandon LaFell.
James Wright,
go down
Cajun
the list.
Boone.
Come on.
Kayshawn Booty.
Yeah.
Hey, Kayshawn's turning it around. He's looked really good in the preseason.
Kayshawn stock's still there.
It is.
Yep.
I still got it.
Never
If
sold
y'all-
it.
If y'all want to buy, I got a little something for you.
You know what Kayshawn is? Betting on himself.
Yeah, bet. Get it done.
Little did we know.
Forever and always.
Get it done.
And then 2 thumbs down this morning. Or I guess we should give our 2 claps.
Absolutely.
For that answer. 2 claps, ready. 2 thumbs down this morning. YouTube TV and Fox are in a carriage dispute. And they have until Wednesday, August 27th to figure it out, which is tomorrow. And if they don't reach a deal, subscribers to YouTube TV lose access to Fox stations right before the NFL and college football seasons kick off. So that will affect Fox, Fox Sports 1, Big Ten Network, and the Fox News Channel.
Oh, Fox News.
Damn, so I don't get to watch Dave Portnoy on
Big Noon Kickoff.
Like,
No.
cool.
He's also banned from Ohio State Stadium. Did you see that?
Soft.
Yeah.
Soft.
Banned him from the horseshoe.
Michigan.
Soft.
Felony.
Stream East is licking their chops right now.
Yo.
the ad revenue just shot up on Stream East.
Stream East blows.
But
too.
didn't this happen last year for the Ohio State LSU game where DirecTV and YouTube TV had a falling out
There-
and
yes.
like the game went dark like 2 minutes in?
There was
Brother, I'm trying to watch the game.
I'm here.
I've been waiting for.
I'm present.
What time LSU come on?
Yeah, where's Tiger Vision when I need
had to
it?
Fire up 98.1. But yeah,
Turn your
no.
TVs down and your radios up.
There you go. You got to sync it up. Pause the game. Sync it up with the radio call.
Or just watch Tingle and Co. The watch party
yeah, there you go for any away games.
from
But,
Golf Suites.
and if you missed the whole game, you just watch the post game show. We'll give you the whole. We'll recap the whole.
Call
game.
in.
But yeah, so this is it. Just sucks kind of the timing, obviously, that you could find out tomorrow that you have 0 access to Fox if you are a YouTube TV subscriber. Which, luckily, I guess I am not.
I am.
So you are.
Yes.
So that's what you're relying on for your football.
Well, I mean, I was relying on it for that Ohio State
Right.
Texas game. Really, I mean, I'm gonna watch the LSU game regardless.
course,
I'm gonna
of
find
course.
a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alabama,
Florida
Florida
State.
State at 3:30. I mean, I'm gonna find a way.
Yeah.
You
God,
know, I'm gonna find that spoon.
it's a
in that light. An addict will always find his fix.
You better believe
About to
it.
relapse.
I just gotta tell you what, that's gonna be a heck of a day of football.
And then at Kimberly, I bought digital antenna for this reason. Tired of them playing games. Like, yeah,
There you go.
give me the bunny ears.
I have to tell you what, you gotta find ways to.
I got that for the Pelicans games.
Oh God, keep it.
The antenna.
I mean,
Enjoy it.
shout out to Cajunomics
Yeah.
for
Yes.
the whole baseball postseason.
A fiasco.
It was
I-
unbelievable.
I chose to. I have YouTube TV. I chose to watch Cajunomics because I like the.
I support
the
my
theatri-
own.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I support the hood. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Love
like
the
I had to
come up.
support, bro, because like the theatrics of it is great. Like
course.
the after a home run, like
The
I need that.
Cheddar
The
Goblin.
commercials are hilarious.
Cheddar Goblin's
Chat.
unbelievable.
The chat's
The
hilarious.
chat is
Oh, you
like,
gotta have the chat up on the TV
Yes.
while you're watching the game.
like one hit, like game's over, we lost. Brother, the game just started. It's the first inning.
Pitch ball, like get that bum out.
Skate Anderson.
I introduced it to my dad. He was like, "What's the words on the side?" I said, "Oh, we're watching live on YouTube right now. These are other LSU fans." And so he starts watching closely. He was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
bad.
terrible."
Yeah, don't
Like,
check
yeah.
it.
You know what's worse is the Stream East chat because it's
Oh.
uncensored.
I
Oh
can
my
only
god.
Yeah, that's a holy war.
That's a place for only you and you only,
Yeah.
Christian. So we'll send you there.
hold up, Christian. I saw you spitting game on Twitter, dog.
Yeah.
Bro's throwing shots up on Twitter
It's
now.
part of the act now.
Okay, I respect it.
He
Shout out
goes,
to
it's a
Bro.
burner account. I was like, Christian, it's you. It's your name.
yeah,
That's
it
not what a
says-
burner
it
is.
says
Christian.
I might get in trouble for it later. I kind of treat it as like a burner, but it's like me and it's my name. It's not my face. I mean, it is my face as a little kid, but I mean, yeah, we're throwing shots up.
Yeah, no, I mean the
Stay in the
Christian,
gym.
Christian Mingle segment is alive.
Season
and well.
2.
Season
Yeah.
2 getting kicked
Oh,
off.
bro, we gotta bring you like some dates in here or something. Like,
In
What?
here.
Dude,
like
we gotta
speed
do a
date-
live
like
date.
speed dating. Like,
Yeah.
That
like,
would be.
you
I
gotta
guess
spit some
set it
game
up.
live.
We'll get it. Stewie's gonna get it set up. If you're a girl around Christian's age, what are you, 20?
20.
So between the ages of 18 and what's
45.
What's your top age? What's your
Jeez.
highest number?
45. That's, like,
20 and 30. No, 18 and 30.
18 to 30.
So Fruz to 30.
if you are from 18 or 30 and you are interested in this young man here to my
you
right,
should have worn 45.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you.
Feel free.
A mother would love you.
I don't think I'd want him.
You're missing a sweet spot there. I'm telling you. Like, it's a sweet spot because like you gotta think, everybody your age is going for the girls your age,
Yeah, but
but
like,
then all the women that are older than you
got
like,
kids.
but they ain't getting no attention. Cause
So you can get, you can
Like,
get
you can-
friends too.
dip right in there. You got somewhere to stay.
I probably could get some money out of this.
Yeah.
She'll
Breakfast
cook for you.
Uh huh.
Dude.
Fold your clothes, do your laundry.
Right. You don't have to go home anymore.
pay
You
for that
just
new
so,
leg
go
of
around.
so
Batman
18
game.
to 45 now.
Yeah, let's do it.
So from 18 to 45,
45.
interested in the young man to my right, Christian Cowley, feel free to DM him at Tingle__co on Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah, get on Facebook,
and
LinkedIn.
and Twitter as well. And reach out, and we'll see if we can get you here.
Oh, you want to date a relative?
LinkedIn might be the play for it.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Like
LinkedIn, there
honestly,
you go.
like just put it out there and then
Put a LinkedIn post out like it's a burner. There
you
go.
might get like some LSU flavor in there and then
Yeah, you move to
Yeah.
Houston.
Houston
would
is
be-
not a great place for anybody our age.
Why?
You'll get lost so fast.
Need a mother.
There's so much going on in Houston, bro. I'm scared of Houston. Like,
The concrete
Fair
jungle.
enough. Well, we're
Right.
gonna get Christian some dates in here very soon enough
Yeah.
for football season, all through football season.
Baseball didn't go great for him.
Nope, but football is where you turn it around.
Crashed out on the stream.
But, like we said, Brian Kelly met with the media yesterday. We are going to play some of the sound from that and give our thoughts and reactions to some of the tidbits that he said in his press conference. He previews Clemson and the top 10 matchup that they will be facing off in this weekend on Saturday night in Clemson, South Carolina. Brian Burgess is already there, holding down the fort for the rest of the LSU Tiger faithful as they join. So I want to start off with just BK talking about Clemson, giving a preview of the team they will be facing off against on Saturday, led by Dabo Swinney, everyone's favorite head coach,
Hickory dickory dock.
and the challenges that Clemson will bring against LSU Saturday night.
You know, Clemson, obviously a top-ranked team. You know, whatever poll you're looking at, it's a top 5 team. They reached the CFP. I know Coach very well. You know, 13 seasons at 10 wins. They're the epitome of consistency at the highest level. You know, I think everybody talks about their defensive players in particular, but, you know, offensively, Cade Klubnik is, I think, a quarterback that played his best ball at the end of the year and is a dual threat. You know, 3 seasons as a starting quarterback, we've made a lot of that in terms of how important it is to come back for a second year. He's coming back for his 3rd year, which I think says a lot about him. You know, Peter Woods, you know, obviously a guy that we're going to have to deal with inside. Parker off the edge is going to require a lot of attention or they're going to ruin your day. Offensively, you know, I've mentioned Cade, who we have a lot of respect for, but a veteran offensive line coming back, playmakers on the outside. Williams and Wesco are outstanding receivers. So you guys already know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is going to be a great challenge, one that we're excited about, one that we're up for. You know, any goal that you put out there, it's not worthwhile unless it's a challenge. And so this will be a great challenge that our kids are excited about. So that's all I have. Excited to get going and get ready for.
Nice.
LSU with the focus on 1-0, and like we've said all week when we've gone through the position breakdowns, and you go back, Brian Kelly obviously highlighting the two star players for the Clemson Tigers, in Cade Klubnik and Peter Woods. We talked about Peter Woods yesterday and the monster that he is on the interior of that defensive line, and then obviously Cade Klubnik, the star quarterback for Clemson. And I do think that is an interesting point that he brings up, the third year returning. Obviously, we talk a lot about Nussmeier going from year 1 to year 2. Now Klubnik, who took a great leap from 1 to 2, is now returning for his third year with a more experienced group of wide receivers, a very experienced offensive line in front of him, which I think is going to, in turn, make his life easy. So it comes down to, in my opinion, this game, obviously when we look at LSU's side, it's going to come down to LSU's offensive line versus Clemson's defensive line. But I think, like all football games, they're won in the trenches. And so LSU's got to make sure Cade Klubnik is uncomfortable, because right now he's put in a really good situation. His third year starting, not his second year. He took the jump in his second year. Now it's his third year. And he's got everyone around him that he needs, the receivers, the line. You've got to make him uncomfortable, because everything else proves to make his life easy. So make it difficult, because that's going to be their goal in Nussmeier. They're going to be trying to get after number 18 in the backfield to make his life difficult, to make them make mistakes. If you turned on that game between Iowa State and Kansas State, you can be as highly ranked as you want and as prepared as you think you are. It's week 1. Somebody is going to make mistakes. And the way you instill that is by getting after the quarterback and putting pressure on him.
That was an ugly game.
Disgusting.
What, Dublin?
Yes.
You couldn't even see the lines on the field.
No.
They used the wrong paint.
They looked like they were playing on a practice field and like sliding around. Just people just sliding. Ball just slippery. Like,
it was week 1 for everybody.
And then
week 0.
Avery Johnson's dad and his son started fighting after the game.
I don't understand that, because bro had a good game. He went,
played well.
He went 21 of 30, 2 touchdowns, like
ran
a
a
rushing
touchdown.
Like,
And
what more do you want, Dad? Like,
and brother,
yeah,
like, I'm gonna get drafted.
Somebody said something.
I didn't know
Something
that
else
he
is going
was
on.
African American.
Yeah,
I
me
thought he
neither.
was white.
I found out he was a bro.
We all found out whenever I saw the brother and the dad fight.
Light skin.
Yeah, they were rolling around in the water. I was like, this is bad news. Like,
No, it's
just
a
terrible day.
Tough for him, man, to play that well, still lose, and then you leave the game. You find out your brother and your dad are scrapping in the stadium.
Yeah, you just put that phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, just buddy.
And then you have the video of his brother double-fisted Guinness before the game. It's like, I see how this happened.
But like we said, the emphasis is going to be keeping on Nussmeier upright as well, and a lot of that comes to the offensive line, obviously, and Braylon Moore is the name that is of the utmost importance for LSU outside of Nussmeier. We talked about it yesterday. Number 61 is probably your second most important player outside of your quarterback. And you went out and got him for a reason. Here's Brian Kelly talking about the impact that the transfer center will make for LSU this season.
Certainly, the intentions here to get to the press conference that I want is that we brought in some veteran players that, in this environment at Clemson, he's been through it. He opened up against Clemson last year as the starting center at Virginia Tech, so he knows what it's like to play against Woods. He's got that experience. So when you go on the road and you play in an environment like that, you want to bring in veteran guys that, bring that composure and leadership and experience, right? Experience is the greatest teacher. So that means a lot, clearly, that, he'll have a great influence on the offensive line.
And obviously, like we talked about yesterday, the strength of this Clemson defense is really the interior. Peter Woods, as good as TJ Parker is, Peter Woods is a different monster. And now that you kind of sit back and you needed offensive line help, and the two guys you brought in with the experience out of the transfer portal were at the center position and the right guard spot. So you went and you got interior offensive linemen for the season because you needed the line help, but also, like, that's huge. That your biggest challenge as an offense is going to be how do you combat Peter Woods, but you've got some experience on the interior of your line with a guy like Braylon Moore and Josh Thompson that you've brought in really for a job like that, to take care of that interior pressure that Nussmeier had all year last year. Like, if you look back, you go turn the film on, especially that Florida game, it was up the middle every time, which puts an unimaginable amount of pressure on your tackles. So then they don't perform as well because you're always rolling out. So they're either going to hold or they're going to have to, lose their block. And it put Nussmeier in an awful, awful spot. So you had to go out and make those changes.
Throwing the football was not an option.
No. Not against Florida because he had no time. It was rolling out every single time.
And that's what I think they'll do with Woods again. Like, I think they'll I said this yesterday, but I think it bears repeating just because when you look at LSU's offensive linemen and you heard that there's 6 to 7 that could rotate for LSU, whatever they deem a mismatch, that's where you'll find Woods.
Right.
Because he can wind up on the edge 30% of the time and 30% of the snaps last year. They will move him around because he's a veteran guy that is their best player on the defensive line. They're going to find whatever they think a mismatch is, and that's where you'll see him. Because whenever it was DJ Tester, Paul Mubenga, what'd they do?
They ran right at him.
And it was tough scene.
Yeah, and so like right now, if you were to sit back and think about it, you would think that left side of the line with the left guard that is still yet to be named and Tyree Adams at left tackle, who I think is going to be really good.
Be fine.
But still young and inexperienced. Like, this is going to be a huge, huge test week 1 for this young line. And that's why you go out and you get a guy like Braylon Moore. Because you need somebody to steady the ship in that group that's standing next to them in the trenches. Who's going to keep them under control? That's what Kelly talked about a couple weeks ago. Was like he's seen a lot of offensive line. He's put a lot of offensive line talent into the league. This is going to be a good line, and it starts with Braylon Moore getting them all organized. And so it was a huge, huge addition. And like Lloyd said, they talked about Brian Kelly brought up a rotation on the offensive line where they will use 6 to 7 different offensive linemen. Shout out to Christian.
Really?
And they're going to rotate different guys. And I would assume that 7 is going to be the 5 we've talked about from left to right: Adams, Chester, Moore, Thompson, and then Davis. But then you've also got Kern. And then I would assume the other one's going to be Eccles or Mbenga. Like, you've got a rotation, and they're bringing up 6 to 7 guys. It's going to be interesting to see what that truly looks like.
What about DJ Chester?
Right.
Like, where does he fit in?
I know, because he's kind of been – Brian Kelly talked about it. He's in a tough spot.
Yeah.
It's like he's having to work at backup center and left guard. They've even flexed him out, worked him at tackle.
He's not a tackle, for sure.
Right.
No, and he's not a center either.
Yeah, well.
But you got to have somebody prepared.
But, like, I mean, he came in that Missouri game, and he looked – to me, he looked better than – what was my guy's name? The undersized center before?
Charles Turner?
Charles Turner. Like, he came in that game for Charles Turner, and, like, he didn't miss a beat. And then last year, he just looked like he took a step back almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being the starting center was a little bit too much for him. And you could tell just by, like, sometimes the protections would slide the wrong way, or, like, he would just slide the wrong way. He'd snap the ball, and there'd be, like, a defensive lineman or a linebacker coming straight through his gap, and he's just, like, sliding left. And the guy's running right by him. Alabama game.
Right.
The linebacker runs right by him. Nussmeier tries to roll, fumbles, and it's just murder she wrote from there.
That's why I think Braylon Moore's such a huge addition, right? Like, that's why you went and he talked about it just then, where it's. I mean, if anybody saw it, Brian Kelly saw it. He's a man that has, by his own accord, seen some good offensive linemen, and
right.
he has. He's recruited good offensive linemen. He's put offensive line in the league. He saw what that was last year, and he addressed it. And that's where you've seen LSU get better in the portal because Braylon Moore is a veteran. He is somebody that's going to help Nussmeier be able to get some of these be able to shift the line and slot it the right way, be able to address what you have to when there's pressure up the middle. That's the big addition. But, yeah, there is 6 to 7 guys, and I don't know how you hockey shift or what you do with an offensive line. It's not the defensive line where you can roll people, like, in and out. This feels suspect, to say the least, because I put it in the poll. It's like, it's a positive or a negative. Like, you could look at it and say, oh, LSU has 6 or 7 guys that could start. Or it's, you don't have.
You've got 3.
You got
and you're
3
figuring out
guys
the
that
other.
can start. You're still trying to figure it out.
What's the old adage? You got 2 quarterbacks.
You ain't got none.
Yep.
So I don't know how to feel about it, but I think the most important thing for this team is running the football. Like, the run game has to work. Like, they have to find a way to get creative in the run game, make the run game work, and stick to it, because if they don't, like, it's going to be the same thing as last year where teams just teed off on Nussmeier. The line's struggling. They can't run the ball. So now you're in 3rd and long, 2nd and long every drive, and it's just like, okay, well, we could just all out blitz him, and he's not going to get away from that. So they have to run the ball well this year.
You've got to, and when you have a line like this that's inexperienced in general, but also inexperienced together, they haven't played together as a unit ever. You have to be able to do things to take pressure off of their shoulders. So that's quick hit passes, whether it's a screen, a tunnel screen, a swing pass, all these different things that you can work in offensively from a scheme perspective, but also running the football. If you are able to keep them guessing, like I'm not going to say the 2019 offensive line was extremely good. Obviously, you've seen those guys in the NFL. The balance that offense had and the way Burrow manipulated the pocket made them better than they were. They were still very good to start with, but he made them the Joe Moore Award winners. And I'm not saying that this line needs to win the Joe Moore Award. I've said that multiple times. But what they have to do is be good enough because you have a quarterback that is savvy enough to manipulate the pocket. But from a scheme perspective, you have to put things out on the field that will take that pressure off of them so they're not going to have to go straight up win every single time. Keep the defense guessing. Is it going to be – and that's why you went and got these skill players. You were so good from a skill perspective on the outside where you have Berrien Brown, Aaron Anderson, Xavion Thomas, Nick Anderson, Chris Hilton, Tradez Green, Bauer Sharp. You have these weapons you can use for these different types of things scheme-wise. It's a lot of pressure on Joe Sloan to make sure those things are straightened out because that's how you can kind of hide the blemish that is an inexperienced offensive line. Because I think they're extremely talented, and I think the ceiling for this line is higher than most. But they're still inexperienced, and this is game one we're talking about. Like, on the road, in a loud environment against a very, very good defensive line, it's not going to look pretty, probably. Like, just to have your expectations in the right place, it's probably not going to look good. And so you have to be prepared for that, especially that first 15, that script that they're going to have going into that game. You've got to be prepared.
Also, I'd like to see, in the first 15, I'd like to see a shot play. Because last season was, like, I mean, you could tell, like, they didn't have anybody to throw the deep ball to. Like, Kyron was great over the middle.
Intermediate.
Like, short. Aaron Anderson was great short. Like, they had those players, but they didn't have anybody to take the top off. And I think they have, like, 3 or 4 guys this year that could, like, absolutely take the top off the defense and make the defense respect the fact that they can run past them. Whereas last year, they just line up, drop 8, and keep it in front of you.
It's actually pretty impressive how much LSU was able to do offensively because of that. Like, you didn't get and you saw how much Chris Hilton changed the offense.
Yes.
Like, when he came in the last 2, I would say Oklahoma and Baylor. Like, whenever he was right and it felt like he was back to playing football again. Like, obviously he played in games before that, but whenever he was, I'm confident, that LSU offense looked a little bit different.
Yes.
Did he score 5 touchdowns in the season?
Yeah, and he had, like,
Oklahoma and
I think it was 4. 2 against Oklahoma, 2
against Baylor.
Well, even against Florida, I mean, he had the jumping issue, I guess you could call it, against Florida. But even against Florida, it was there.
Yeah, they changed the dynamic of what the offense looked like.
Yeah.
And if they hit on one of those 2 that he jumped early on, completely different ballgame.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first name when I did that draft show last night, the first name they asked about from wide receiver position. I did that show 2 months ago. They didn't even bring Hilton up.
Right.
I had to bring him up at the end and be like, I'm telling y'all, be on the lookout. And that was the first name they brought up. I was like, look, the receiver in this room, they've got a ton of them. The highest ceiling is number 3. He completely changes the dynamic of your offense. Go turn the game on against Texas A&M and the way that offense looked, and then turn on Oklahoma and Baylor is completely different. The field was stretched out. Defense were guessing. You were a more balanced attack. It kept your defense fresh because they didn't have to be on the field as often. And so my biggest thing going into this game is, can LSU stop Clemson from getting pressure with only sending 3 or 4? Because if Clemson's going to send 5 or 6, of course they're probably going to get pressure. They're sending 6 guys. They're dropping 5 against these skill guys. You should be able to have a scheme and a play dialed up to make those things work. But if they're going to consistently get pressure with 3 or 4, you're in a tough spot. Like, if Peter Woods is causing havoc consistently without you having to send extra blitzers, it's going to change the dynamic of your offense a little bit.
Makes everything a little bit harder. But
And like another thing that people don't really talk about is like Josh Williams is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Williams was that like
Sixth
guy-
offensive lineman.
Sixth offensive lineman when you needed a pass pro. Like he stuck his nose in there. Like he would take people off their feet. Can Caden Durham fill that role? Like is that Caden Durham's game? I mean, he's still young. Like he had a great freshman year, but
Right.
he's still a young player relatively to pass blocking and like knowing pass pro, knowing where he has to slide, knowing if he's hot, like just those small things that people don't even see. Like Josh Williams took a lot of that away last year. So if Caden Durham could do that and they could have a decent run game and throw the deep ball, they should have a easy time. Not an easy time, but they should be able to beat Clemson. They should be able to win a lot of games this year just by that.
And Brian Kelly actually talked
Yes.
about Caden Durham and pass pro. Good job, Christian.
Good job, Christian.
And what's his progress look like from last year?
Well, yeah, we have a high standard, and you guys all know this that follow us. Josh Williams was, as good as there is, right? And so that actually left a really good standard for watching film and showing our backs. This is how you have to help in these kinds of situations when you're called on. But Caden does a really good job. I think Coach Wilson is, if there's one thing that he is really a stickler on, it's you got to protect. And if you want to get on the field, you can't be a liability there. And I think all those kids have done a nice job.
Yeah, no, I mean, last season, Caden Durham excelled, was a lifesaver in what he did last season, but there was not a lot of pressure on his shoulders outside of go make a play with the ball in your hands. Now it's being a well-rounded running back, doing things like receiving out of the backfield, which he did well last season. Now having to step up and being better in pass protection, which you really didn't have to see him do much last season because you had
Josh
an
Williams.
angel in a number 18 jersey as a running back who was an absolute stud.
And I think that Caden Durham's versatile enough, and you've
Yes.
seen it, where obviously electric with the ball in his hands, can receive out the backfield. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to develop this part of his game as well. But, yeah, I mean, BK said it himself. Josh Williams is as good as it gets at that.
Right.
And Caden Durham those are big shoes to fill for that aspect of his game, but I have no real reason for him not to be able to do it. And also, I think there's a world in which you can see Bauer Sharp kind of take some of that pressure off too, because
Yes.
former quarterback, he'll be able to know protection. He knows what he's looking at, and you've seen LSU getting 12 personnel. Hell, we saw 13 personnel. So he'll be on the football field, and that's something that he can do if you want to motion him into the backfield and have him help pick up protection. I think that's a role Bauer Sharp can also fill.
Yeah, they're going to be in 12 personnel a lot
Yeah,
because Bauer
that's what
Sharp
BK does.
And Bauer Sharp is he's more than just that.
I agree.
He's going to bring that aspect. He's going to be physical. He's big. He's strong. He can inline block. He's going to bring that aspect. But it's not like you're just throwing it. It's not like it's not like Bo Bordelon, where you're just literally putting an O-lineman out there in a tight end's jersey.
And I think he's getting
just
put in
to
that
block.
bucket for some reason.
Right.
Just because you needed to go because of the
that's
need.
why you thought he was brought in for that aspect. So he's been pigeonholed into that role. And he's not going to be, I promise.
Have people not seen Bauer Sharp tape?
I-
That dude is athletic. Like that's an athlete playing tight end. He's just big enough and physical enough to where he blocks. But the tape is there. Like he didn't get a lot of opportunities at Oklahoma because that quarterback room was
Ugh, it was a
Ass.
mess.
whoever wanted to play.
Right.
Really.
I mean, they were
So,
snaps
like-
away. I mean, he threw a pass.
Yeah, right.
Right to Sage.
To Sage Ryan.
Yeah, that's
his
how
first
you-
interception. Only one. Probably the only one he's going to get. But,
Somebody had to do it.
yeah, somebody had to catch it. Like,
But that's where it's hard to lead a team in receptions and yards, and that's what Bauer Sharp did last year at Oklahoma. It's like there wasn't a lot of opportunity. They weren't very good last year. But that's somebody that I think because you have Trey Green, because you look at that, you go, that's the pass catcher, that's the elite athlete.
course.
It's like Bauer Sharp, you're here to block. And it's like,
And throw a pick.
yeah, let's do a reverse pass. But I
Reverse
think,
pass on
yeah, that's not. But he was one where he did throw a couple with the quarterbacks at practice.
Uh-huh.
You can
But-
see why they drew it up. I mean, he can sling it.
He
Yeah,
can.
no,
wait,
he
he threw passes at practice?
Yeah, he hopped in the line a couple times with the QBs. I don't think it was structured for him to do that. I
No,
think
he just kind of
did it
meandered
willingly.
over there and got one throw in and then almost made it in the bucket and rolled. But he's like, I used to play this position too.
But yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the way Mason Taylor was used, I don't think Bauer Sharp is Mason Taylor whatsoever. But that is the mold of you can do all of it. You can check all the boxes. And he's not going to have as much pressure on him as Mason Taylor did because you have 14 who is a walking mismatch. And if you are watching from outside the LSU circle and you don't know who Trades Green is, I promise you'll figure out on Saturday.
6'7".
Because he's 6'7".
He's 6'7".
He's a freak of nature. One interesting thing I see in the chat is them talking about the special teams,
It's going to be a game changer this year.
which obviously you've had your struggles the first 3 seasons special teams wise. I mean, look at that. Lord have
6'7".
mercy.
Shout
Can't
out to-
teach that, coach.
Shout out to my guy, Bappa, man.
He's been
Respect.
crushing it.
He's been
Respect.
killing it. I mean, and that's a great. The caption on that one's outstanding. Trades Green,
Green,
LOL. Like,
Like, it's just fun. It's
What
fun.
else are
I
you
can
gonna
throw it
do?
up to 6'7".
That's what Brian Kelly said. Even when he's not open, he's open.
he's open.
Take a chance.
But everyone's eyes are going to be on 14 at one point, and 10 is just going to sneak out and still be a very capable and willing pass catcher.
They got weapons. That's why I always point back to Joe Sloan. Like, this is on you.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd also like to see more success in the red zone this year.
Yes.
Green zone.
There was so many times last year where it's like, what are they trying to do? Because like the South Carolina game, they go T formation. Nussmeier runs into Josh Williams, almost falls, throws the ball out of bounds. Like, what are we doing, coach?
Right.
Like, we gotta fix this. So like, I'd like to see that T formation again. Maybe throw it like a wildcat. Maybe throw Juwan Johnson back there.
Right? No,
They have.
That's
I think
a
those
weapon.
things are available.
Like, that is a weapon that a lot of teams don't have, a kid that could just play football. Like, he's just a football player.
Right.
Put the ball in his hands,
Good
let him
things
do his
happen.
thing. And he can throw it a little bit, so...
That's been because there was a lot of, is he really going to play quarterback whenever he moved after Colin Hurley got injured, and then it was, you need another quarterback, and Juwan got moved to that package, and I was moved back to running back, but don't think that that's not an option.
No, it
because
is.
LSU in 2023, red zone touchdown percentage was 75%. I wonder why. And then when you look at 2024, red zone touchdown percentage was significantly lower at 56%, 94th in the nation, and 14th in the SEC. How many teams are there?
16.
16.
Yeah.
14.
And that's
Used
Missouri
to be
and
14.
Vanderbilt.
Jeez.
Mississippi State.
Kentucky.
Vanderbilt probably was better than LSU
Pavia.
in the red zone
Yeah,
because of
Pavia.
Pavia. Like,
Yeah, so it's probably Kentucky and,
Well, there's a Mississippi State.
oh, yeah.
There's a few names when I think of the red zone that are going to stay. You're going to have Trades Green, Nick Anderson, Juwan Johnson,
Bauer Sharp.
Bauer Sharp,
Xavion.
Braylon Moore, and
Yeah.
I think is the most important one in that strip because like that's where everything can go haywire. Where you're not as like you don't have that deep shot anymore. The field is not open, and so you have to be able to win those little battles where
The field shrinks.
that's where Clemson like that's where my fear comes in of Peter Woods is those areas when you get inside when you get to the 15 and the field shrinks and the pressure's on your offensive line to create a hole for Caden Durham or
Caleb
give
Jackson.
Nussmeier a little bit of time. And Peter Woods' mindset's going to be like,
I'm blowing this thing up.
right. And so you have to be scheme-wise ready for that. And I'm very interested to see how they attack that first red zone drive, like the first time they're in the red zone Saturday.
Just do what you
What's it going to look like?
just do what you did against Florida with Terrence Tolliver. Just throw it three fades to trade us. Like,
Three in
fuck
a
it, we're
row.
doing it
At
again.
some point, it's going to work.
Somebody got to jump up there
Yeah.
with him. Like,
I'll give Trade us 3 chances.
I would too.
Like, or it's gonna look like Calvin Johnson against the Saints when they just put 2 bodies on him. Like, this isn't happening. But the game will be won and lost in those margins. In
Yes.
the red zone areas, the fourth down efficiency, what do? Do you kick it or do you go for it? You've seen Brian Kelly have a propensity to go for it in those situations. Look back to USC, went for it twice
Right.
in the first drive.
Florida State.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
They went for it on 4th down against Florida State, and that 4th down play was probably like the worst 4th down play I've ever seen.
And like,
Like-
those are points either on the board or off the board. It's either 3 or 7 or 0, and you have to decide like how good is your defense. If you trust them, then you take the 3. It might be a big Damian Ramos game where
I
he's
know.
just kicking 26-yarders.
Go out there,
Yeah.
try your luck.
Aaron Burrell from 70.
70.
Send it. They asked in the chat, somebody,
Wait, he
I
could
think
kick
earlier.
it from 70?
He's been making 65
God,
yarders.
yeah.
I mean, I know he has
He's
a
got
boot.
he's got the leg to get it anywhere. It just comes down to
Is it going to go straight?
right.
Yeah,
Gotta
line it up.
Got to line that
It was
thing
like
up.
getting Chase Shore's strike zone.
Let's narrow this
Narrow it
focus.
down a little bit. We know you can throw 103.
Yes. Throw it hard, but throw it at the
But
goal
and
line.
accurate. Let's
Right.
get both. But that's where I think it's going to be really won and lost is what the decision making is. That's how close these two teams are.
Yes.
Yeah, like the margins in this game are this big. Like we're talking about LSU's offensive line. Clemson's got some injuries on the offensive
Right.
line.
Unproven guys.
It's not the same offensive line as last year. I think they're in the same boat as LSU when it comes to that, but they just have more proven guys, I would say, on the
They've got more
defensive
experience
side
together.
and
Yes.
the more experience. Like
Yeah. No, 100%. Like we
should be a tough
We
game.
talk about it from LSU's perspective of they're going to have to go up against Peter Woods and TJ Parker and these guys. It's the same story on the other side.
It's just
You've got to stop Dominic McKinley and Bernard Gooden and Gabriel Relaford and Patrick Payton and Jack Pyburn and Ahmad Bro and go down the list. Like LSU has the talent. It's just not proven to the same extent that Clemson's is. It's not as experienced to the same extent as Clemson's is. And so that's where the conversation differs. But it's still very real. Like Lloyd said it a lot. They still got to play LSU too. Like
speaking of this LSU defense, I think that this is the closest defense to an LSU defense that we've gotten under Brian Kelly. Like these dogs are gonna hunt.
Yep.
Like used to not be able to have dogs that hunt, but these dogs hunt. Like last year was tough. The last couple years have been
2
tough.
years ago was a fever dream.
Right.
Stop.
But
What
now
is
it's
happening?
like
Vomit.
you got dogs that hunt.
And I feel like people have not really considered that because LSU has now been put in a boat of it's a far cry from the LSU of old where it was 2003, 2011, 2007, where it's even 2019.
right.
Like LSU has players on defense,
Dogs.
and now they are back to that of when you look at what Blake Baker has in his toy chest, it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Like, I can run the defense that I want to run because these guys I got studs
I
again.
went and got the horses that I need.
I mean, if he did it at Missouri,
right.
you damn well better be able to do it at LSU with
He
the
got
guys
as
that you
much
brought in.
out of them last season as he
you
did.
could. You cut your defense in half.
Right. And go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, because Brian Kelly mentioned one name that I think has kind of gotten lost in the shuffle when you talk about there's the Dom McKinleys that, you put on a pedestal because he's a freak show, and then Bernard Gooden comes in and makes noise. Gabe Relaford quietly has been having a massive camp, and he's somebody that when he played last year, you saw the flashes, and I think he's due for a breakout year. And then Brian Kelly mentioned him by name in the presser yesterday.
I think that we're very pleased with the way he's accepted the challenge, right? He hasn't backed down from it. I think he's seen it as an opportunity for him to show that he's the best at that instead of, well, woe's me, they brought in competition. I just think he's handled it with the right mindset. And because of that, he's improved. I mean, he's physical. I mean, he brings a physical presence at that position. And so now you add, Patrick and, you add, a number of those guys, Pyburn, Jamari, Butler. I mean, it's a deep, deep group of defensive ends. And Gabe has stood out because he's accepted the challenge more so than anything else.
Yeah, no, we're going to dive into it to kick off hour number 2 as we get into the defensive end and edge room breakdown. Gabe Relaford is obviously the first name we will talk about for LSU, and that's Brian Kelly breaking down the sophomore defensive end for the Tigers. One thing I did want to say is another thing about last night when I was talking to those guys. Everybody expects this to be a shootout. Like all of them, other than me and the guy that covered Clemson. Everyone on that show was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a shootout." Or like, I think this game might be in the 40s. I was like, the over under that on DraftKings is 57.5 under. Like 31-27 is the number that DraftKings is thinking, the score that they're thinking with 57.5. I think it's going to be under that. Like, I think the start of this game especially, like, what was the conversation going into USC last year?
I was just thinking that.
It's going to be a shootout. Lincoln Riley, LSU offense. Nobody can play defense, this, that, and the other. It's 27-20. The over-under was like 60. It ended up being 47 points total. Like, I'm telling you, this game, I think these two defenses are going to really end up being the talking point walking away rather than just an offensive shootout that people expect it to be.
And it's week 1.
Yeah.
Like, mistakes are going to happen because look at, we talked about Kansas State, Iowa State. Like, that game was riddled with mistakes. They haven't played anybody yet.
Right.
Like, that's why it looks the way that it does. It doesn't help that you were in fucking Ireland. And it's like, we don't know how to play football here. Like, there's some grass. Y'all can go run around.
Was it raining? Like what?
That's just what it looks like over there.
And
It was like dark. Like the
It
whole
was
scene
groggy.
was just.
That's
From
why
what I was told,
why they
didn't-
drink so much.
They didn't have the right paint. And so when they were playing on it, and I guess it started to rain or whatever, the paint just faded
And
away
it probably made the
so
field
fast.
slick, too, because now you got some foreign substance out there. Needed the sod father.
It looked like they were playing in
At
like,
Big Island in Alexandria.
Yeah, it looked like they were playing in fucking Manny, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like just like the most like Kaplan. Like that's where it's like real. It gets real foggy at night, and it's just like a weird grogginess in the air. Like that's what it looked like.
It felt like it was 5 p.m. at 11 a.m.
Yes.
It
Right,
was just
it was
bizarre.
unbelievable. It
You
was
know, I
very
really-
odd.
Yeah, good for them folks, though. Got to see some ball.
I mean, if they saw it. Don't forget, every single day we're brought to you by All About Inflatables. Our friend
Yes.
over at All About Inflatables, Gabe, the owner, will be making the Clemson trip with us this weekend. He'll be a part of the crew. Make sure you call 225-667-2386 if you have any questions, but you shouldn't because it is extremely easy to hit their website, allaboutinflatablesds.com. You hit that book now button, and everything after that is barbecue chicken. It is so easy to find what you want, book it, have it ready. The fellas will come out early that morning. They'll get it all set up for you. They'll come back later that day or the next morning, and they'll pick it up and have it out of your way. You won't even know they were there. As long as you've got an outlet ready for them to plug it into, they'll lay the tarp down in your yard, and you'll be good to go with a bounce house, a combo, wet slide, dry slide, interactives, and they even have a huge party tent that you can rent as well. So make sure you go to allaboutinflatablesds.com, and in the little note section, if you want to let him know you were sent by Tingle & Co., make sure he knows how appreciative you are that he brings you our show every single morning. We will take a quick break, and we'll roll right back in to start hour number 2, talking about the defensive end room for LSU and for Clemson in the matchup Saturday night.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
All right, welcome back in here. Hour number 2 officially underway this morning as we are 4 days away from LSU football. And that means we have 4 position groups left to talk about. Today is the edge rusher, defensive end room. Tomorrow, linebackers. Then we've got corners and safeties getting you ready for this weekend. And so today, to talk about the edge rusher and the defensive end rooms for both LSU and Clemson, we'll start with the names for LSU. Gabe Relaford, sophomore, 6'3", 265. Jack Pyburn, senior, transfer from Florida, 6'4", 264. Patrick Payton, also a senior, transfer from Florida State, 6'6", 255. Jamari Butler, a grad transfer from Nebraska, 6'5", 260. Kalaj Cobbins, redshirt freshman, 6'3", 238. Dylan Carpenter, redshirt sophomore, 6'4", 255. C.J. Jackson, redshirt freshman, 6'4", 250. And Damian Shanklin, true freshman, 6'5", 260. So those are the names in LSU's defensive end room. And the one we will start with, and I'm going to let Lloyd go with it first because this is his guy. Number 19, the true sophomore Gabriel Relaford out of North Louisiana, who was the lone wolf left in that defensive end room with 50-plus snaps played last season as they bring in 3 transfer guys to compete for his spot, and he did not let up, did not leave, did not let go, and he's expected to be one of your starting defensive ends for LSU.
He played in 13 games last year, made 1 start, came against Florida, had 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and half a sack, had 44 snaps in the last game you saw against Baylor, had 1 tackle, set a career best, 4 tackles in Tiger Stadium against Nichols in his debut, but that is all in limited action. If you consider Gabe Relaford and he gets a full amount of playing time and what he did in high school and what he's continued to do when I think Brian Kelly probably said it best of, hey, you brought in a bunch of dudes. You brought in, 3 guys that play his position? Gabe Relaford didn't flinch. He didn't move. He's like, all right, bring in as many people as you want. I don't care. I'm here. And I think with the addition of Kyle Williams, who has a propensity to coach guys this size, it's not like he's one of the Patrick Paytons of the world, the 6'6" freak show. It's a smaller guy that's quicker with a motor that doesn't quit that Kyle Williams is absolutely going to take a hold of and be like, you play like I play. And I think that's what you'll see from Gabe Relaford just to cause absolute havoc because you pair him with Bernard Gooden, you pair him with a Jack Pyburn or a Patrick Payton where they're coming at you from every angle.
Right.
Like this team on the defensive line as a unit, they got the right players in the right spots. And you can see what they did in the portal, and then to have the talent that was recruited and kept, I think is massive. And I think Gabe Relaford's the biggest part of that puzzle.
Yeah, no, the same things I wrote next to Don McKinley's name yesterday I put by Gabe Relaford with just extreme upside when you're talking about what he can be. And next to that I put a potential future All-American.
Yep.
Because that's the talent that he is. The things that I wrote next to his name, first off, he stayed. That's my favorite part from a mindset perspective, saying, you know what? He had every reason to leave. Where you bringing in these guys to come take my spot, he stayed, he battled, and won the job that he's got. And on top of that stayed perspective, like you talk about Kyle Williams, Kevin Peoples is his position coach.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's getting a full offseason of film from his 156 snaps, getting to learn behind Braden Swinson and Savion Jones, and now getting coached up after a full season with Coach Peoples. Now he's got a full offseason getting trained up by what is one of the best defensive end coaches in the country. And I think that's going to be huge for him just in learning the intricacies of the game, the technique things, the scheme things, being more sound in his technique because when it comes to the athlete that he is, he's top tier from a physical standpoint. He's fast. His get-off is otherworldly. And he's got all the physical tools to be an absolute monster this season for LSU. And I think what he's got at his hands is Coach Kevin Peoples training him up, teaching him how to use those physical tools to be the best version of himself that he can be. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like after this full offseason of working, grinding, battling these guys in this position room that are extremely talented, but also just learning from a guy like Kevin Peoples and what he can do. If you remember, Braden Swinson was talking with the media ahead of the NFL draft. They're like, what's your name of a guy that's going to break out for LSU next season? He said Gabriel Relaford. And obviously Swinson was that breakout guy last year. Went and got 8.5, 9 sacks. I think Gabe Relaford's going to be in the same situation where he's going to be a guy you might not be hearing a lot about on August 26th, besides Tingle and Co. But by the time this season's over, you're going to hear a lot about number 19 for LSU.
And here is Braden Swinson talking about Gabe Relaford during the NFL Combine, which is glowing reviews for somebody that didn't have to mention him. But, I mean, look at the room that you're talking to. They don't think they're going to, like, make a note of this?
Yeah, write it down.
It's really just adjusting to whatever scheme they have you doing, really. So if it's like moving per star and just moving somebody else to linebacker, but I know I'm be on that edge. All that I can do is control my 111. If I can control my 111, then everybody else should be able to control their 111.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that you would say is next man up behind you at LSU?
Gabe Relaford. Gabe Relaford. I got real big hopes for Gabe. You know, that's a guy Gabe's a real hard-working guy. You know, he comes into work every day trying to get his work done. Game consistently he's competitive too. Like even when nowadays he's trying to compete with me, you know, he's in there coming in there. You know, when you're a senior, you got a person coming in there trying to make you start working hard. You know, it gets tough. But
it stands out.
Gabe is up next.
What can you tell me about Whit Weeks?
Oh, that's my guy right there. Yeah. Whit my guy. How you doing? Whit Weeks. That's just a guy that's just he's highly motivated. You know, both from Georgia. You know, I really enjoy Whit because Whit's a hard worker. Whit gonna make sure everybody's on the same goal. Like I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the captain at LSU this year for probably every game this year, and he's gonna be a real solid candidate for that. But he's a hard worker. I love playing the game. Whit made football playing. You know, Whit made playing in the boundaries fun. You know, having him right behind you is just like, sheesh. Like if I mess up, I know he's gonna be behind me to fix it. You know, if he mess up, you know, I'm gonna be right there to fix it.
Yeah, Gabe Relaford up next, says Braden Swinson. And Glimmer Fredette in the chat, we're assuming he's going to be awesome, but I feel like we've barely seen Relaford to know. Look, that's kind of the realm, like we've done these position breakdowns, that's the realm LSU's been in, where you are kind of betting on the upside and the athlete for a lot of these guys. You have not seen Relaford do it consistently at LSU. He played 156 snaps last season. But you've seen enough from a physical tool perspective. He's got the tools from a speed and athleticism perspective. But I really think when you think about this defensive end room, Kevin Peoples is the letterhead. Like, that's what you're betting on. The fact that you saw him get the most out of Swinson and Jones last year, I would assume he's going to do that again. Next up, number 44, Jack Pyburn is the next name we're going to talk about. The couple of words I put next to him, instincts. He's got great instincts. I watched some film on him yesterday, and he has a knack for getting to the guy with the football. He's a leader. But my favorite thing about him is his mindset. Like the mindset he's going to bring into this room where he's going to lead with this almost psychopathic mindset of, I'm going to go run through somebody's face. Like, he came here for a reason, and one of the Florida players was talking at SEC Media Days and said, yeah, man, he runs through people's faces for real. And I was like, Lord have mercy. He's physical. Last year, 60 total tackles, 4 TFLs, 1 sack. He's great against the run. He's good against the pass. But I just love the mindset he's going to instill in some of these other guys like Relaford, the leadership that he brings, but also the physicality that he's going to bring on the football field.
I think that's what LSU was like kind of missing at edge last season. Just somebody that was like not only good as a pass rusher, all edge rushers are good at rushing the passer. They didn't have anybody on the edge that played the run well and was physical in the run. Like, in that USC game, like, they had tackles pulling and the edge was, like, moving out the way. Whereas this dude is about to be running into people's faces. Like, you come around that edge, just be ready to get your face ran through.
It's just a classic white boy.
Yeah, but, like your face just got ran through and I made the play. I'll take that.
I mean, look at this. Like, you're going to...
He embraces contact.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like, every single time you would assume the pulling tight end or lineman is going to win that.
Oh, I would never send a tight end at this dude.
I would only somebody.
I'd go guard.
The most when I've looked at some of these defensive transfer guys is they fit the role of answering questions that you had after LSU's defense last season.
If you send a puller at him, he just decides to blow it up.
Like
it could have nothing. Like, and that's
a pulling O lineman.
But and it could be a good and bad thing because you can probably scheme him out. Like if he sees somebody's coming, he's just gonna hit him.
Right.
But that's the aggressiveness you want to see from a defensive lineman. Where if you send somebody at me, I don't know if this is my job. I'm blowing this play up. I don't care if I make the tackle or not. But that pulling guard's gone.
Yeah. And you could argue like this that's what LSU's been missing is somebody that's just like
put your face in there,
physical against the run that isn't scared to just take on that block and like give himself up on the play, and maybe somebody else might make the play.
Right. Because you got linebackers behind you, like Pyburn and Whit Weeks are going to feed families.
And to comment on his attitude, he said on the 24th, I'm squatting damn near 600.
One of the guys on the show last night was a Florida fan, and Pyburn came up, and you could just see an anger on his face.
Because that means he was a player for you.
Right. Like, you're upset he's gone.
Yeah, they was setting up to have, like, one of the best edge rules in the country.
But this is a player, man, and he's going to add a critical key piece to this LSU defensive front that they've been missing. And I think the mindset, but the run defense, that run stopping ability he has is going to be huge for LSU.
It's just the mindset, the attitude. Ain't no lack of effort if he's on the football field.
Right.
Like, he'll hold you accountable. He's a psychopath.
He's a crazy person. And he's the leader in the room. This is going to trickle down to everybody else.
Kind of got a little bias to him.
Absolutely.
And he sat in that thing.
Like
Brian
Bosworth. Like
he's
a
got
little
it.
bias to him for sure.
Next up, number
and
6.
he doesn't run from that.
No.
That's what he wants you to think about him. Like, I am fucking crazy.
I want my linebacker like that.
Yes.
I need one.
Yes.
At least two.
Yeah, the ones that are like, this boy crazy.
Yeah, he got a little issue, but
yeah.
I'm cool with him. He's on my team. He's
I'm cool with him. He's on my side.
Yeah, he's wearing purple and gold. We're cool. Next up, Patrick Payton, number 6. The words he's an athlete. Length, like he is 6'6", 255 pounds, got long arms. He's got really good length, and you heard Hugh Freeze talk about it. What are you looking for in the SC? You're looking for length and girth.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the most insane things.
It's not wrong.
You
can phrase it differently if you like.
You can't just go length and girth.
And double down, triple down, quadruple down.
He was just like, more length and girth. More length and girth. Like, no pause in between. Like, you don't want to say anything else. Just
nope.
Maybe a pause.
Hugh Freeze, he's not shy of the phone.
Maybe a little no,
Yeah.
Patrick Payton, length.
Pause,
What's the quote? It's not about the waves in the ocean. It's how the
it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, there we go.
But the size of the water that you're in.
Patrick Payton, length. He's an athlete. He's a really good pass rusher. Needs to work on it. Like, I think his power was kind of a question, but that looks pretty powerful. Some of the scouting reports I saw, he's got really good speed and athleticism, but he's not a bull rush guy.
He's raw. He's a raw athlete.
But he is an athlete, man. I saw multiple times in some of the film they put him as a QB spy.
Yeah.
Like, he's that level of athlete where you're going to put your edge rusher as a spy just because you know what he can do.
Swipe the heads.
But he's so good, and the ceiling on Patrick Payton is so high. Like,
if it's not Gabriel Ilford, this is probably the highest ceiling player.
Yes. Like,
he's an athlete.
He's gonna run a little draw, huh?
He's a player, man, and I'm excited to see what he looks like for LSU.
I don't know where
against Clemson last year, he had 4 total tackles, 2 TFLs, and he blocked a field goal.
The no bull rush might be BS.
Yeah.
I see my brother putting that long.
My favorite thing is when he's got his arms extended. Like, when he gets his hands on you, he's got that arm, that long wingspan locked out. He's special. Like, he really is an extreme talent.
Yeah,
Kevin Peoples is going to have this piece of clay to just mold.
Right. I think that's what it is. He was like you said, he was raw, and like now he's probably developed like different moves.
Right.
A spin move. Like, he's probably added some stuff in his bag that nobody's seen before. And with his athleticism and just the talent he has,
and it's hard to
might get ugly.
It's hard to affect the game the way that he did. Whenever you're at Florida State, where you're behind in every game, like you're not going to dropping back to try to extend the score. Like, they're getting into run fits. But if you get him in a third and medium, third and long,
right?
Like, pin your ears back and go get him, because he's got like you said, he's got two moves. It feels like one is the extend, but he's got that bend and that duck under where it's
athlete.
If you don't get hands on him, brother, he's getting the quarterback.
He is an athlete.
Yes.
He's bendy. He's flexible.
6'5", 260.
Like
that
that'll play, coach.
That plays.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That piece of clay that you are handing Kevin Peoples,
The best artist in the country.
Come on now. Next up, number 12, Jamari Butler. Another transfer guy they've brought in. He's versatile. One of the things I noticed in his film that I liked a lot is he's very good rushing towards the interior of the line. So he's lining up at edge, but he's not always like you saw Patrick Payton went around the outside consistently. If you turn on the Butler film, he's rushing towards the interior of these guys, whether he's lined up on the inside or on the edge. And so he's going to bring that pressure that LSU needs up the middle. Because that's what LSU was never able to get, was any sort of havoc from the interior because they didn't have the horses on the defensive front last season. Thank God for Gio Paez and Paris Shand and what they did. Ahmad Bro.
And Ahmad Bro.
And I'm blanking on Don McKinley
Right.
at the end of the year, but like at the beginning it was like he was struggling too.
Right. Like Gio Paez was a lifesaver. But look, he's getting pass rush up the middle. He's going towards the interior.
I thought he was an edge, but they got him like playing.
No, they line him up everywhere.
They got him playing a 3 technique. Like
they'll line him up all over the
line
place.
up in a 3, kid. You got it. Oh, he's quick.
He's talented, man. They're gonna use him, and that's my favorite thing is he's another one of those guys where he's got so much potential, and you're just handing him to Kevin Peoples and Blake Baker. He rushes to the interior. He's got really good instincts. He looked really good against some mobile quarterbacks. But he gets to the quarterback well, and it just comes down to like making sure he finishes reps. Like go get the quarterback. Like look, you know how hard it is to go shoestring tackle a mobile quarterback.
I think BD in the chat just made a good point.
What
The
do you got?
cheetah package is going to be crazy.
Oh my God!
I
Like,
know.
that third down pass rush. Like if LSU gets you in 3rd and long, brother, you better
Right.
you better
got
be
these
on
guys
the,
to pin their ears back. Go get him.
and Perk's still out there somewhere. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
That's what I was telling
Like,
Lloyd. Me and Lloyd were on
I
the
could
phone
just take
last
that Perk
night.
anytime. You know?
Yeah.
Me and Lloyd were on the phone
Extra
last
one.
night. I was like, Bernard Gooden, Dom McKinley, Patrick Payton, Gabe Relaford, Harold Perkins, and Whit Weeks sending 5 or 6 at your quarterback. Like, cuz.
That defense is going to play so fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's,
they've got the tools to do so many
Yeah.
different things. Like
And
if you need bigger size, you can put Butler on the edge with Jack Pyburn while you have Sadir Mitchell and Jacoby and Guillory to clog up the middle.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I think Blake Baker's going to do something like kind of like what you see with like NFL teams when they go 3rd down, like just a bunch of dudes standing up at the line. I was like, shit, who's coming?
Yeah.
That's why you get a guy
I don't
like
know.
Butler, where
You tell me.
He's extremely well at rushing the interior while being a stand-up guy. Like he doesn't even have to get in a 3-tech. Like just stand up right there. And you saw him do it. We saw him do it at fall camp multiple times. Like he threw the cheetah package in there where Butler's on the interior. Like he's got the tools, man. And then Blake Baker's got he's got the toys to have fun.
I think Clemson has a new running back too. Like I don't think
He's a wide receiver,
Yeah, Adam Randall.
turn running back.
Oh,
Saw
yeah.
a quote yesterday from some Clemson reporter comparing him to DK Metcalf,
Nice.
running back.
Oh,
His 2024
That is absurd.
His 2024 stats were 16 receptions, 155 yards with 2 touchdowns.
He had 4 rushes for 44 yards against Texas, and I think most of those yards were on one run that he broke off.
Yeah, they're willing this thing to be real for Clemson.
They're high on him.
I know.
Yeah.
But they don't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean they have to say that.
I'd be high on him
it's
too.
It's easy to be high on him. I mean, his size is there.
Minute. Even when he was coming out of high school, but when I saw him at practice last year, I was like, he might be a sneaky guy that can be thrown in the mix. Are we good, Lloyd? On the stream? Did it drop?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, good.
How has he looked on?
He hasn't, they've added depth in that room, but he's got that same athleticism and speed that you're looking for, where he's another toy for Blake Baker to use. Where that cheetah package, like I wouldn't be surprised if 48 gets tossed out there a handful of times. Like, especially maybe in some of these small, the Southeastern game, the Tech game, to see where he's at. Then as the year goes on, how can he be used? I think Kalaj Cobbins has the potential to be thrown in. Obviously, he's going to be a depth piece. He's not going to be. Those first 4 guys are going to be 80% of the production, 85.
But I mean, that's what we've been waiting on at LSU. Like the
Right.
last couple of years, you've only been having 1, 2 maybe like 2 edge rushers the whole game, and they just like out there just every play. Like B.J. Ojulari played majority of the snaps in 2022. 2023, I can't even think of who the edges were because they weren't.
Ovia Gofu.
Right, weren't getting pressure, so I can't remember your name, buddy. Like, so now you got guys that like actually are gonna get pressure, and they'll get time to take a break and not just be in the game for 60, 70 snaps. And it's like, brother, it's the fourth quarter. We need you.
Right.
Like, no, I can't go.
Keep them fresh. Next up, Dylan Carpenter, number 97. He's the one when he first committed, everyone called him LSU's Bosa brother. But I mean, just physically, if you've ever seen Dylan Carpenter, I know there's some Twitter accounts that are obsessed with Dylan Carpenter's body because he is a freak. Like, he put together, he looks like, they call him Captain America, and for good reason, because he is like chiseled out of granite. And I don't know how much he's going to be used, but he's another one of those depth pieces where he has the physical ability and can be a nice piece that gets thrown in to keep these guys fresh. And I think that when you look at this room, you've added so much depth in just those 6 guys. You also have C.J. Jackson, who I believe had he was not practicing on Saturday when we got to go watch. He wasn't even dressed out. I believe he has it looked like he might have been a little banged up. So you have those depth pieces. Then the last one, Damian Shanklin, the true freshman, who I've been high on when I've talked about this freshman class. I think Shanklin has the potential to be very, very good. He reminds me a little bit of Braden Swinson from a physical standpoint, kind of how he's built. But he's got good length. He's got a great first step. He's quick. And at the point of attack with his hands, he's really, really good if you go watch some of his high school film. From Indianapolis, he was very, very good. He was the number 1 player in Indiana, I believe, and committed to LSU and never looked back. So that's the LSU defensive end room, which I gave an A- grade when I looked at it, just because it would be an A. And if you said I thought about maybe going B+, just because it's not as proven, because you haven't seen these guys do it at LSU or do it consistent. But I think A- because Pyburn, Payton, and Butler, you've got film on them showing how talented they are. Gabe Relaford, we've seen the physical tools. We're still betting on the potential there a little bit. But I'm betting on Kevin Peoples. Like, that's what I'm betting on more than anything else when I give this room an A-. And they have an A+ ceiling because this could be so good. Like, this could end up being the strength of your team, which is crazy to say when you have 8 NFL wide receivers on your roster, maybe more. Yeah. And this could still be the best group on your roster. And so I give them an A- grade, and I'm betting on Kevin Peoples to get the most out of Relaford, Pyburn, Payton, Butler, Cobbins, Carpenter, Shanklin, and Jackson. A stacked room. But those first 4, man, Relaford, Pyburn, Payton, and Butler, they're going to be good.
It's a good 4.
It's solid. Keep them fresh.
Then they might just throw Perk in there for the
right.
hell of it.
Perk,
like,
yeah, he's going to rush at some point.
Right. He's mixed in with this group. We're going to talk about him tomorrow when we talk about linebackers. But he's going to be mixed in with this group as well. That star position, he's hybrid of all hybrids. He's going to be in coverage. He's going to be playing. He's going to be closer to a linebacker, to a safety, to an edge rusher. He's going to play everywhere. He's a defensive athlete, and he's going to be mixed in with this group as well. But on to Clemson. This is a group that they are very high on. They're very talented, but I won't say that they are. This group is as good as their defensive tackle room. They obviously have really good top-end talent. I'm going to go through the names. They have T.J. Parker, Jr., 6'3", 260. Will Helt, Jr., transfer from Purdue, 6'6", 260. Jaheim Lawson, Jr., 6'2", 255. K. Denoff, graduate, 6'5", 260. Armand Mason, graduate, 6'3", 235. Darian Mayo, redshirt freshman, 6'7", 270. Zaire Patterson, senior, 6'5", 265. Ari Watford, true freshman, 6'5", 245. And Marcus Dixon, redshirt sophomore, 6'4", 265. And a quick point on Dixon. We brought him up in the tight end room the other day. I got corrected. He was a tight end, has now swapped over to defensive end. And so we won't talk about him too much, but I just wanted to admit my wrongdoing of my breakdown earlier in the tight ends last week. Marcus Dixon is a defensive end now for Clemson. But we'll start with T.J. Parker, the 6'3", 260-pound junior, number 3 for Clemson. He is their second star on that defensive line. Outside of Peter Woods, the next name you're going to hear about is T.J. Parker. He's really good with his hands. He's powerful. He had 6 forced fumbles last year for Clemson. Now, his first step isn't elite. It's really good. It's not elite, the get off. But when he gets going, his hands and the way he's able to shed blocks, rush the passer, and get to your quarterback is so good. And when he's lined up next to Peter Woods, it creates problems for your offensive line. TJ Parker is going to be a first-round selection in the NFL draft, and he is a absolute dog. If you turn the film on, he looks good. And when he's lined up next to number 11, number 3 and number 11 for this Clemson defensive front are going to create problems for any offensive line. And I'm going to be intrigued because where are you going to line TJ Parker up? LSU right now, from the tackle perspective, has one guy with his spot solidified in Tyree Adams. But that right tackle spot is still something being battled for that they don't really have figured out and set in stone yet. Do you just line TJ Parker across from whoever the right tackle is if you see that as a weakness and see what he can do? Because this guy, he's an athlete, man. He goes after the quarterback. He's extremely good against the pass. He looked good against the run from what I saw, but against the pass, that's where he makes his money.
Yeah, 11 sacks and 6 forced fumbles.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to play.
Yeah. Nuts, just keep your eyes open.
Right.
I didn't see him.
I mean, he's on the top of the screen here, just
he's coming from
like lightning, man.
That's your answer to if you got Patrick Payton, they counter with TJ Parker.
Yes, Number 11 and number 3 lining up next to each other. Like I said, that is nightmare fuel for an offensive coordinator and for a quarterback.
For an offensive line.
TJ Parker is extremely good, and I've got, like I had 5 stars next to Peter Woods yesterday, I've got 4 next to TJ Parker today because he's that good. He really is. He's so talented. And then the biggest question mark they had, I mean, look at that. Lord have mercy.
This man's in hell.
I mean, he's whooping this.
Look, they put him on the left side.
Yep. Go get him. But look at the instant. I mean, he went straight after the football, like as soon as he got back there. But he's good with his hands. His get-off isn't this super fast, crazy, lightning quick first step, but his hands are so good.
Great with his hands. Jeez.
And it's gonna be tough for an offensive lineman. He just hand fought all the way to the quarterback right there.
You beat the hands, you beat the man.
There you go. And he's good. But their biggest question mark leaving last season, and the reason why Peter Woods lined up outside as much as he did last year, is because they didn't have a second defensive end. They did not have edge rusher number 2. They went out in the transfer portal and they got one of the top guys out of the portal, Will Helt from Purdue, who, poor Purdue, I went and looked, they lost their entire roster to the transfer portal, especially the defense. But I don't want to discount the fact that it's a portal addition, because when you look at Clemson, you think of Dabo Swinney, what do you think of? He's not going and getting
name, image,
players.
likeness of Christ.
Right, and so he's not a transfer portal guy. So when I see someone they brought in from the portal, I take that into account of they're not going to do this often. That means they went and got him for a reason.
They took 3 transfers last year.
Right, but to me, those are 3 guys that they saw as we've got a plan for this guy.
Goodness.
They needed another defensive end across from TJ Parker. So if your solution was going to be double team number 3, you're going to leave this guy one-on-one on the outside.
We got Jack Piper.
Yeah, they got – that's what I'm saying. It really is like looking in the mirror sometimes.
So he's just going band for band. I'm ready. I take us. I like us.
But he's a really good mix of size and being an athlete. He's not just this big guy that's 6'6", 260. He's still a fluid athlete. The power was another thing in question, as you saw right there. That was just more of a speed. Just
he didn't get blocked.
I'm just gonna swipe your hand out the way and you can't stop me. But he's fast. He's a really good athlete, and he just, to me, adds – that's an interception – adds another level of protection for Woods and Parker.
Oh, that was in the spring game.
Yeah. Okay. When you look at Peter Woods and TJ Parker, you're going to be like, well, let's put more resources towards stopping them. All you have to do is add another piece. And that's what they went and did with Will Helt out of the transfer portal. I think he's going to – I'm not saying he's going to be this world beater, first-round pick at defensive end. But what he's going to do is at least be somebody for you to account for that can go make that play, so you can't just completely focus on T.J. Parker and Peter Woods. Next up, number 15, Jaheim Lawson. He has a big brother, Lloyd. Jaheim does, Mr. Jaheim Lawson.
Clemson double-dipped the chip, did they?
Shaq Lawson?
Yep.
It is.
Shaq Lawson.
His older brother is Shaq Lawson. Jaheim last season played 405 snaps. He had 31 tackles, 4.5 TFLs. He's got experience. Last year he was a rotation piece. The opportunity is going to be there for him now to step up and be more than just that rotational piece for this defense. He's going to add a level of depth to keep Parker and healthy and fresh. But I think he's extremely good. Obviously, he's got the bloodline. He's got he's got the legacy aspect of it. But he's a really good athlete. He's going to bring a level of experience behind Parker and Helt to keep that room fresh, like I said, and he's also able to go out there and make plays. So that is number 15, Jaheim Lawson for Clemson. Next up, another depth piece, Cade Denhoff. Speaking of experience, he is a graduate. He's played 564 snaps, and he's going to –
It's Jaheim.
Jaheim? Whoa. I mean –
Yeah, that is a abysmal Florida State team. It's still like
you got to take that into account.
Yeah, but you still got to take into account like that's a college football player.
Man, that's a large man that he's shoving to the ground.
Like the average human being could not do what he's doing at left tackle right there. So
right,
got to respect it.
So next up is going to be number 44, Cade Denhoff. Like I say, he's a graduate, 6'5", 260. Played 564 snaps last year, 34 tackles, 4 for losses, and 2 sacks. He's another rotational piece. But one thing that stood out to me was 2 of his best games last season were against South Carolina and SMU, which means when they needed – now, obviously, they ended up losing to South Carolina, but when they needed someone to step up in those big-time moments across from Parker next to Woods, it was Cade Denhoff, and he's going to be back for them this season. And I see him being an integral piece of that depth outside of Parker and Helt. I think he's going to have the opportunity to really step his game up, especially when he played so well against some of their best competition last year. So that's another name, number 44, Cade Denhoff, to be looking at. They've got a depth piece in number 34, Armand Mason, who's a graduate, 6'3", 235. He's a former walk-on that stuck around and is a leader in that room. Then you've got Darian Mayo, number 49, a massive human being. He's 6'7", 270, a redshirt freshman. He is absolutely huge, and he's a pass rush guy. He's gonna pin his ears back, try to go get your quarterback. He's gonna prove to be another one of those rotational depth pieces to try and keep some guys fresh, because they're gonna throw guys at you, and that as much as Parker and Helt are gonna get the majority of the work, Lawson right there as well. They've got Denhoff, Mayo that they're going to throw at you. And then the guy to be on the lookout for is number 99, Ari Watford, the true freshman, 6'5", 245. He's got really good length. He's really good versus the run. And so it'll be interesting to see how they use him if you do see the true freshman in the mix, even though they do have so much depth behind those top 2 guys. This is a really good room for Clemson, and it pairs up well with a really good defensive tackle room. And I guess it is very similar to LSU's room in the fact that you're going to rely a lot on a transfer to step up and step in and fill a role. Who's this we're watching?
Ari Watford.
Yep. I mean, he's a monster.
Lloyd, you're really edging us with these highlights.
Nobody edges the edger better than I edge the edger.
Some edge highlights.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty good get off right there.
Goon.
He's got talent. And the true freshman. I gave Clemson's room an A grade. So LSU I gave an A-, Clemson I gave an A, just solely based on the fact that you have T.J. Parker, who's going to be a first-round pick, and you have that experience with him, and the fact that he's done it. Like Lloyd said, was it 11 sacks, 6 forced fumbles? Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. And they also have an A+ ceiling. So both of these rooms, like I said with the D-tackle room yesterday, when you look at it at the end of the year, they could be the best defensive end edge rusher rooms in the entire country. But right now, I have Clemson just with the edge over LSU with an A grade versus an A-. Any thoughts around the room?
I mean, I think this is the second year in a row LSU is going to be playing a team almost a carbon copy of them in terms of like which positions are your deepest, which positions are you weakest at, where are the questions. I mean, last year USC's entire defense was a question. LSU's defense was a question.
Right.
This year, it seems like the position groups are very similar.
D tackle, D end,
Wide receiver, running back room slim for them.
Right.
LSU is a proven running back, but still it's a slim room. Quarterback, 2 proven quarterbacks. And then the secondary as well. There's still I know LSU has strengthened their secondary, but look, there's still questions there, and Clemson is the same.
Yeah.
I'd give LSU the edge at receiver.
Yeah. No, I think we did as well. But I mean, those are two. Like I said, like this room, you look at the end of the year, you could say Clemson and LSU are the 2 best wide receiver rooms in the country.
Like the first 3 they're running out there, like T.J. Moore, Wesco, and Antonio Williams. Like that's 3 studs.
Yeah.
But I mean, behind that, I don't.
Yeah,
really
LSU's got the depth, but those guys have done it.
They got the horse. Also, does anybody remember Tristan Lee as a recruit?
I don't, but I remember the name.
James Craig, the offensive lineman,
that's who it
coach, the offensive line coach.
Oh shit!
Tristan Lee
He
is the
got
kid
in trouble for.
that he got in trouble for like
The
giving
left tackle for Clemson.
What did he give him? Gear or something? But
Yeah, he was giving him LSU gear
and
in a
he
dead period or
chose
whatever.
Clemson.
And then Craig turned around and tried to sue LSU or whatever.
Who did that to LSU this year in recruiting? It was all LSU. And signing day. See you.
There you go.
Tough.
But
DK Moore?
DK Moore.
DK Moore.
Did you say Bryce Underwood?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I fell to my knees at ESPN
Make me
that day.
make
I'm
me
not gonna
sick.
lie. Like I thought it was a fake tweet.
Oh,
and,
so did I until I realized it was Hayes.
My coworkers are walking around like sharks in the water. Bro, they smell blood in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the producers was a Michigan fan. So he walks in and it's like the big sharks in the water. And I'm just like
He just took your food.
A little bubble guppy, like just like steaming around. And then they're like, yeah, you heard the Bryce Underwood news? I'm like, he's going to LSU, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
That's the
What's
news.
the news?
We gave him $20 million? Like, what's the news? And they're like, no, Michigan gave him $15 million.
And he just announced as the Michigan starting quarterback.
He's going to Michigan.
We'll see what it looks like.
What receiver? Who's he throwing to? Me and Christian?
Yeah. Probably.
Hey, I like it.
I mean, I like our chances, but shit.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Whatever.
Lloyd,
after the first play.
Your grades on the edge rusher rooms?
It's almost
eerily similar, right?
It is, and I don't want to. I give the edge to LSU because of Kevin Peoples. I think that he makes that much of a difference for what they're trying to do, and I don't know if it's fair to really grade edges versus edges as so much so as edges versus offensive line. That's where Clemson probably has the advantage because of who they're going up against. But room for room, LSU and that staff, I'll take any day of the week.
I'm with you. I like that. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, Kevin Peoples is my biggest point on this paper.
Yeah.
Is you have the best defensive end coach in the country.
And not many people have defensive end coaches, much less one as highly qualified as Kevin Peoples.
If we throw Perk in this room,
right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it takes you to a different level.
Is LSU A+?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, LSU wins the room.
There you go. All right, I like it.
Omar Rojas, breaking news, tight end Clemson player is suspended for. Oh, that's the guy that played basketball. Right?
Yeah, that was the one that got the.
Yeah, I don't know how much difference he made in that game anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't.
He's a
think
freshman,
no. No, he's not a freshman.
No, he's like
but
a
he's
senior.
a new.
They added him for a reason, I would imagine.
Yeah,
they wanted some depth in that room. If we go tight end room, it's LSU.
Yeah, I mean, my tight end breakdown the other day.
That one will be short.
It was let's see where it was.
Who is their tight end?
We don't.
Olsen Pat Henry was the guy I believe was his name. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Olsen Pat Henry. They've got Josh Sapp, Christian Bentancur. LSU won that room by quite the margin in that position group. But this one's another close one. Just like quarterback and wide receiver, the defensive end room between these two teams.
Olsen Pat Henry can pass block though. Watch out.
Sure enough. So it's gonna be interesting to see these matchups. Now, I like your point, Lloyd, on the matchup with the O lines.
That's the problem.
The strength for Clemson are their 2 tackles, Miller and Lee.
And
are their
Olsen
2
Pat
best
Henry.
offensive linemen. They also have Olsen Pat Henry. Are their 2 best offensive linemen on the edges. So they're going to be matched up against Relaford, Pyburn, Peyton, Butler. LSU has Tyree Adams, redshirt sophomore, 1 start, I believe, against Baylor.
Yep.
And they haven't named the right tackle yet, matched up against T.J. Parker, Will Helt, and Jaheim Lawson. So that's the thing to keep an eye on, is the matchups there.
You don't have to name any. He did name them. He said we got, 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be Weston Davis, Carius Kern, DJ Chester.
Carius Kern not at practice.
He did not go. He had a personal day.
That was Don McKinley. Carius Kern was there. He just wasn't dressed.
What did they say? They said something though. I forgot the note. Let me look at what it was. Because they gave an answer on Carius Kern.
He's fine. Everybody's.
He was not hurt. He was not injured.
Yeah, Brian Kelly said yesterday, everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay.
Brother.
They plan to have everybody.
What was it, 2 weeks ago when Twitter went?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I wonder what that was like for you.
Twitter went left. Like very fast though. Like, cause I was just like chilling, looked on Twitter and they're like, "Is Nuss hurt?"
Oh God.
That was crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I almost like went dig a hole and just like.
Oh, that's
patellar tendonitis.
Like,
the same thing that.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what Kern has. Everybody's got. It must be
tendonitis season.
It must be. Yeah.
It's like the broken toe on Madden. It's like shit, dude. Well, I got 5 players with a broken toe on my team. Damn.
Out for the game, bro.
I didn't know it was infectious.
Yeah,
it is. It's out there.
Let's connect athletically.
That tendonitis is
Yeah, I guess you have patellar tendonitis. You can't throw.
Yeah.
Hey. I know. I
just don't know how many times I've seen a quarterback on a pitch count.
Me neither. I don't think I've ever truly seen it until
a good one.
You know, we were there in 2020. Did Jaden ever take?
Hell no.
No. Jaden was like out there running fucking read options.
In practice.
Like out running everybody.
Yeah, we were like, Jaden's real good. It's like the defense is real bad.
The defense is real bad. And the crazy thing is you were right about both.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the offense real good or is the defense real bad?
Both.
Both.
Jaden took the next step.
He did.
I mean, he did. He's like, this practice had to be so much fun for him.
Yeah, I mean, what? It's like,
and then they can't they couldn't hit him, so it's like, okay,
yeah,
cool. I'll just run for 80. Still, either way, even if y'all could hit me, y'all probably could. So.
And it still helped him because he still did it against everybody else that
right.
year.
That's what I'm saying.
He crawled through the end zone against Missouri. That's when I was like, I would die for this man.
That's when I got. I mean, not necessarily. I was getting ready to learn Nuss, buddy. I thought he was.
I thought it was over. No, I was getting ready to learn Nuss when he got Dallas Turner in the face.
That's Alabama football. Ain't no penalties.
That ain't no targeting.
He'll be all right.
The definition of targeting.
Help him up.
Then Ashton Stamps got a terrible targeting call the next game against Florida. I digress. That was a long time ago. Let's connect.
Would be great.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
I'm excited for Pickett. Have you ever played this game?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Bro, this is like this game. This and like another sports connections where there's like you guess the players.
Oh
the teams they play for. Triple platinum and ESPN screening, brother.
There you go.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. Like you get into work and everybody's like, you play connections yet?
Yeah.
Like it's a fight to
awesome.
see who gets it first.
Uppercut, jab, cross, hook.
We're fighting.
Yeah.
You get it? Okay.
Let's see.
Air Force, Hawaii, because that was like a big Air Force base in Hawaii. I think I might be wrong. Maybe wrong because I see a lot of different states up there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on right now. Give me a second.
Wyoming, Hawaii. No, definitely not.
Okay. Super Bowl, Olympic. Like this is very.
This is an interesting one.
X Games, Winter Games, Olympic Games. What's the next one? 10 games, Super Bowl games, Highland Games.
UNLV. Like,
what's the name? 10 games?
Olympic.
He's already
I
got
that one.
clicked.
Shit.
It's white, Christian. Like you.
Just like you.
Like, shout out to Terrence Welch, UNLV, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Denver
UNLV's got some players.
Denver Harris still
yeah.
playing.
Yep.
I saw him there.
He's there. But
Orgy in the end zone.
yeah.
Is there Hawaii games? Giants games, Air Force
The
games.
Highland games?
Like
Fawn says.
Highland games.
I'll roll with Fonz.
There you go.
What's the Highland game? It sounds dangerous.
It does sound a little dangerous. But.
So Super Bowl. What is that? What is XLII?
X. I don't know. 52. What Super Bowl?
I
are we
don't know.
on?
I don't know my.
I don't know
No,
what
I know.
Super
I
Bowl
can get to 10.
More of
L.
a Greek guy.
Mountain West teams: UNLV, Hawaii, Wyoming Air Force.
Super Bowl 42.
Oh, this is gonna be Eli Manning.
Oh,
Ole Miss,
Yeah.
Giant. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Got it.
why'd Eli get a? Why?
Eli Day, I guess.
Why not Arch?
Why not Art? Do you see what Art said?
What, they got
He's
the red, they got
orpharming.
the red dot on everybody else.
He's very quotable.
He's definitely clip former for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a clip
He's
farm.
like a big clip former. Like he like always says something in an interview where it's like, oh, that's
That's
the,
a quote?
like- yeah, that's such the quote thing to say for a Manning. Like they Marty McGee, Marty Smith asked him like, why do you feel like you get so much hype? And he's like, I don't know, I haven't done anything yet. Like
I know,
cool.
like
All right,
he,
bro.
We know, brother. Like
he is likable. Like I do, like
yeah,
Arch, I
like
don't hate
it.
Arch.
I think he's gonna be really good.
I know, me too. It's just the hype, or the way people talk. Like Paul Feinbaum is tying his credibility to this young man.
Paul is the ultimate like
Glazer.
No, he's the ultimate like clip former. Like
Yeah.
he'll do anything for a clip.
Oh yeah. He'll devious.
Brother, the things that I've seen and heard on the Feinbaum show.
I can imagine.
Oh, Paul.
Bro.
Oh yeah, you had to watch
right
it.
there.
I had to
Front
watch.
row seats.
That sucks.
Like I had to watch, and I had to watch the whole 4 hours.
Oh,
Well, 3 hours.
that's 3 hours too many.
Right.
I've
And
never spent 3 hours watching it.
when
I haven't watched 3
like,
hours of Paul Feinbaum in my life.
brain rot
Yeah.
is very real for like old people. Like these people are 75
Right.
plus.
It's a different type of brain rot, but it's
Right.
still brain rot.
And like they're like super fans. Like this, the amount of fandom that they go to. Like I also found out that the guy that poisoned the tree called Feinbaum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Harvey Updike.
So
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I started calling Paul like the SEC's therapist. Like he's like a therapist, doctor. There was a dude that would call it every day like depressed. Like he literally cried on like a live TV show.
And then people will die.
Right, people just die. Like
Callers are
like,
dead.
They won't hear from these callers for like 6 months, and they're like,
We need to check on old Becky.
right. The producers are like reaching out to people, asking,
You guys
like,
good?
Is this person okay? And like they're
No.
not. Like
And they'll
Bro.
hold like memoriam for him, like
right, like bro kicked the bucket. Like yesterday. Like,
And they'll
Paul,
put,
he's been calling you for the last 30
yeah,
years.
they don't put their actual birthday. They put the amount of times they called like on the show, like
Yeah.
from 2011 to 2021.
Right,
Yeah.
like these people tell Paul Feinbaum their deepest, darkest secrets.
Everything.
Like their families haven't heard some of the stuff that they tell Paul.
Paul, I don't know what to do, Paul.
Well, I was talking to Paul. Who's Paul? Feinbaum.
The day after
She left me, Paul.
the Monday after Alabama lost to Vandy,
Oh my
Oh,
God.
gosh.
my brother in Christ, like go outside and touch grass. Like, that's all I had to say to everybody that called. I'm like, just go outside, like look at the grass, touch it, or maybe just go lick cement. Like do something. Like find a way to feel something. You know.
Paul, you sure Saban can't just come back? He can take over team right now. Will that get us a bump into the playoff?
Like no.
Paul, how
No.
possible it is for Alabama to get Arch Manning to come over from Texas?
Why that fella want to go there anyway?
Why does he? Sarkeesian?
Yeah.
Did you not see him yell at that poor equipment
Saban
manager?
still got an office.
He's right here.
It's the same thing.
Kalen's not really coaching. He's just the
He's just
the poster boy right now.
Yeah, he's
Saban's still
instead-
running things.
he's pulling the strings.
You can't get Nick out of here.
Brother, the things that they said about Jalen Milroe.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my gosh. I mean, why he can't throw the dang football?
I mean, Ty Simpson's he just plays the game the right way.
Uh-huh.
I watched him one time.
It reminds me of that guy Flacco. I used to like a guy named Flacco.
Oh, you and
AJ McCarron? don't get me started on
Greg
AJ
McElroy. I
Jake
don't like him
Coker?
on TV all that much, but
Now-
he could really play football.
That Jake Coker now, he did it the right way.
I mean, he came here 1 year, won us a national championship.
If I wanted Blake Sims, I'd go back.
Milroe just can't read the defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great running back. He'd be real good in that Taysom Hill role. But he's not a quarterback.
When's the last time he threw one, Paul? All I see is run, run, run.
I mean,
Works against LSU.
I get that. I get that he runs so good against LSU. I'd like him instead of holding a couple of those and running with them. Let's see if you can throw a little bit against LSU.
What's faster, Paul? Throwing the ball to receiver or running it to 10 yards yourself? I'll hang up and listen.
It's like literally. And like
I'm calling back.
There's one caller named Jim.
Oh no,
Shout out, Jim.
Is like probably 85, and he calls in and he'll like go in and talk about how he was just this great athlete.
Oh, Jim had it.
Jim had it. He was it.
It was me and Y.A. Tittle going back and
Right.
forth.
Brother, that YA Tittle tape ain't coming through.
It's not an ESPN.
Right. ESPN don't even have it. That's why I know that guy that said YA Tittle that time. Me and him, we have permanent beef because I was literally in the ESPN archives
looking for
this YA Tittle LSU tape.
Doesn't exist.
And did not. It's up there with that Wilt 100-point game. It's just not there.
Yeah.
Like, they wiped the servers that
Can't
day,
watch
I
it.
guess.
Best
You know?
LSU quarterback, Mount Rushmore. I just can't believe y'all hadn't said Y.A. Tittle.
why is Y.A. Tittle
I mean,
not on
Burrow
that
did it
list?
for 1 year.
Like-
Y.A. Tittle did it for 4.
Like, brother, my mom wasn't even born when YA Tittle was playing quarterback at
Forward
LSU.
pass wasn't quite invented yet.
Right. Yeah. They were still running buck sweep.
Yeah.
Well, now that wing T, coach, don't hate on it.
And then Y.A. Tittle, he played till he was 45, Paul.
Yep.
Found me that
You know
longevity.
why? Because of beer and cigarettes in the locker room.
He went to war.
Yeah, I mean, invincible, basically.
There's also a guy that calls Feinbaum that's legit, like, murdered somebody.
Oh.
And, like, he got out of jail. Like, he's
Nice.
like...
You think he listened
Respect.
to Paul?
In jail?
In jail?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Feinbaum's a hit in jail.
Oh, yeah, he's probably like a big hit. I don't know the jail numbers, but I'm sure.
You can find the demographic.
Right. Like 4 hours out of your day. Like,
Yeah,
just
Joey
listen-
Behar
It just
and
helps you pass the time.
Right,
Yeah.
just listen to Brain Rot.
Yeah.
Shit,
Helps you pass
man.
the time.
I'm
Gets
about
you
to use
fired
my
up.
phone. I'm about to use my phone hours right now.
I got something to say about Jalen Milroe.
Guard! Take me to the phone, please. I got to call Paul.
Like,
I'm using my commissary on you, Paul.
All right, we've got a call from
Inmate.
Mark in Georgia.
Would you like to accept?
You have a collect call from
inmate 3, 6, 7, 5.
Paul. I just had to hop on right here. I've only got about 30 seconds, but
this call will end, man.
but I got to say this one thing about Gunnar Stockton.
Oh,
You think he'll represent me?
Georgia fans and Alabama fans are like
They run the roost.
almost, yeah, they're almost on the same page.
Oh, I can imagine.
And like Georgia fans,
Why
it
we
was
keep
just-
giving them cars?
They
These
were
players don't need no more cars.
They were so mad about Carson Beck leaving.
Oh god.
And then Stockton he's probably still concussed.
Oh
from-
my God.
Was that Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he
He's
passed.
probably still a little walking around a little woozy.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna get up. He
I
got up.
didn't think he was going to
Shout out
with
to
us.
him. Like
I think he was going to stay with
Carson
us.
Beck had to get back in the game. And
And Carson Beck was like, I quit
he's
already.
like, my arm is over.
gone.
Like I can't feel this thing.
You go date one of those twins and cheat on her.
Paul?
Paul.
Miami will do it to you.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Oh, you know Christian?
Dude, the Latinas will do it to you. That's what it is. It's not Miami. It's the Latinas.
If you're Latina, get out my boy Christian.
Get that Christian.
He can't
Say
handle the
hola
smoke.
to me, amigo.
What's mingle in Spanish? Christian Minglo. There we go.
Oh my goodness. Wait, you're not taking Spanish?
No, I am. I
Oh
don't
no,
know
he
mingle.
took it. We need to show him the clip of you doing
I had
that phone
Spanish
call to your
yesterday.
Spanish class.
Haven't seen her yet.
Wait,
you.
you had to do a phone call in Spanish?
We were doing a watch party challenge. We'll go through his contacts, land on a name, call. It was a girl from his Spanish class. So he calls, leaves a voicemail, says "Me gusta shot collar y handcuffs."
Haven't seen her since. Thank God.
Wait, what was the handcuffs for?
It was for the content.
Do you have the Daily Dozen?
I don't know, brother.
Nice.
If she saw that was probably
Yeah, look
very...
at this. Watch this.
It was a voicemail.
Oh my God.
His soul is still on the
He
3
popped
yard
up,
line
man,
in the
but
Georgia
He didn't know. He didn't have a choice. He had to get up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm up.
Like,
Where
we
am
don't-
I?
We don't have anybody else, brother.
Oh,
Get up.
I thought he left. I thought he left this.
Oh, his soul is still there on the 3 yard line.
Minnesota.
I thought he had left this man. Lord have mercy.
All right. You want to see Noah's secret talent? It's disgusting.
Let's see. I'm scared. Putting pressure on me. Oh my gosh,
not
it's
that bad.
John Oliver and Pitbull.
Wait, is that really? Oh yeah, it is. Dale.
I don't know how he does it so fast.
Dale.
That is a frightening. Is that not his name? It's not Stephen Colbert. It's the other one. It
says at the
I thought it was
top.
John Oliver. Oh, it's John Oliver and Pitbull. Yeah, it says Oliver, so it's just Pitbull.
Oh.
We need to guess.
Dale.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. God, John Oliver and Pitt. That was a
Speaking of
frightening
Miami,
picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's like the ambassador at like FIU or FAU.
Nice.
Like their stadium's like Pitbull Stadium.
He's a Colt. What is he not?
Dale.
Antoine Bethea.
Bethea.
AFC South is the Colts.
Mhm.
06 to 2013.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool with
Colts.
me. Send it. There you
Colton
go.
Nussmeier.
The Brazilian blur. Oh, Leandro Barbosa.
Leandro Barbosa.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Stud.
I love those teams. Oh, Marty Fish is American.
Sounds like an American
No,
name.
but did he play for the U.S. in the Olympics?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Good job. Geography.
Great golfer.
Victoria Falls is one of the largest waterfalls in the world and lays on the border of Zambia and this country.
Zimbabwe.
How do you know that?
Zimbabwe.
Zambia is definitely next to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe.
We're gonna wait for the
We were
chat.
there an hour ago.
Zimbabwe, huh?
I know, so you went bottom lip with it. Like you had a
Yeah,
chaw
I
in.
rotate it. My dad's a dentist. So
You gotta hide it.
He's got to hide it. Next time he goes, his dad's going to be like,
Look like you had a chaw in.
Why is your
Yeah.
top left gum so recessed, son? I'm like, oh shit.
Have you been zinning?
3 million or
actually-
6. And then he said
Dad, I
6.
met this
Oh.
girl, okay?
Oh, it is Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, let's go.
Common sense, boys.
You got him.
Got him.
Chain
Chain
restaurant.
restaurants.
This long-running TV show helped inspire the name of a burger chain founded in 1986 called Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
It's not good burger. It's not good burger. So
It's a movie, not a show.
What is Checkers? Wait.
It's a TV show. We're looking for the TV show.
Oh, shit.
I was thinking. I don't know.
I'm cooked.
I don't know this one.
This is a chat.
This is a chat. Step up and help us, please.
I'd like to do this when I'm like fried.
Mm-hmm.
my 600-pound life.
Jesus, man.
Was it 1,000-pound sisters?
Vegas. Bro, what the fuck? Why is Noah so good at these? Oh, SNL.
Nice. Shout out. I mean, that's a simple guess. Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but we had no clue.
Live from New York.
It's Cheeseburger.
It's Cheeseburger. It's Tingle & Co. Live from Clemson this weekend.
Yes.
Shout out to Tom Granick.
Before the Daily Show, Jon Stewart headed the Jon Stewart Show, a late night talk show that debuted on this cable channel, Comedy Central.
That's what the Daily Show's on.
Maybe E.
It's Comedy Central is definitely a thought. But that's what the Daily Show is on.
YouTube.
No.
Twitch, like Stan Verrett and Neil Everett. Did you see that?
No.
They're starting their own show
They got
on Twitch.
They both got. I guess they got the axe from ESPN. So they're like, fuck it, let's do our own thing.
On Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
Twitch. More a looser sports center is what they said there.
Oh, are they gonna like occasionally show nipple and get banned?
I mean, they were excellent on SportsCenter.
Oh
Yeah, but I mean, like, brother, have you
Oh.
watched some of the ESPN
MTV
shows lately?
Thank you, Brian Bridges.
Yeah, I mean,
Ken Bronny
And
James
Johnny L.
play receiver for the Cowboys.
So you're wearing a Shadur Sanders jersey.
This is Barry.
This is Barry Sanders. Hold on.
Oh.
I think they should put Cam Newton on there. Bug.
Is this, I believe this is Hidden Figures. Is it?
Or
I've never heard of that.
20. Yeah, that is Hidden Figures.
I believe.
Let's go.
There we go.
Still only
I didn't know that
25.
movie was. came
Lil
out.
Xan.
Okay.
Dated rapper Lil Xan.
Back in the
Okay.
news again.
Still only 25, this singer's related to multiple famous musicians. Dated rapper Lil Xan voiced the main character of the animated film Ponyo, and had hits Make Me Cry and July. This would be Noah Cyrus, daughter of Billy Ray, sister of Miley.
Oh, she's the chunker.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think so.
Hold up.
July is a good song, though.
No,
see.
she the
But I didn't know she dated Lil Xan.
is she a thicker?
I have no idea. I don't
about
know if
to
I've ever
see.
seen her. But that was right.
Oh
God, he
my
just went 9. Is that
Yeah, I don't know what that
That's
is.
disgusting.
I don't know what's
Okay,
going on.
guys.
Like, no, I'm like, I'm saying like,
Oh wait, why they
I don't
take
know
off
what's
her
going
eyebrows?
on. Like her eyebrows are gone. Like they don't have.
That's
Oh,
a-
Brian Burgess didn't know that one.
Oh, nice. But thank you for all your help, BB.
Yeah,
She
no,
is-
BB will
she
be able to
is
do it without
a-
you.
she
We're not
is a-
celebrating your failure. I love
She
you.
is a little bit thicker than.
I mean, Miley's
her
very
counterpart,
skinny.
Miley,
Yeah,
yes.
Miley's very skinny. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Noah's a girl's name.
I'll Wow.
You like that, didn't you, Christian? You loser.
We have lost the plot on the Cyruses.
Demi Lovato is thick.
Oh gosh,
that's just like.
Wait, is that the same person?
No, they're related though.
But like, why doesn't she have eyebrows? Like, is this like a?
It's a
That's a
thing.
trend.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, why is that
the
a
blonde
trend?
eyebrows? I don't know.
I don't know because it ruined Ortega.
If LSU loses on Saturday, we have to do it.
I'm in on that.
Blonde eyebrow it.
I'm out.
Yeah, welcome back, Stewie.
Blonde eyebrows.
You don't think you could do blonde eyebrows?
No, I'm out.
Christian, would you do the blonde eyebrows?
No, I would not.
Why?
Why would I
Commit.
do that?
Do you want this job or not?
I mean, people would
reported.
People would probably be like, "I can't watch
can't
this
watch.
show."
No, we can't.
Yeah, it'd probably be
We
unwatchable.
can't mess with the aesthetic of our faces too much.
I'll get a tattoo on my
But
face.
Appreciate you guys.
I would not get it.
4 days until LSU football is back on the football field. It's week 1. It is here. Make sure you bet on LSU plus 3.5.
I'll get a tattoo of Dabo running.
Get the
Sprint
spoon.
position.
Should you play the TikTok? Is it time yet? To close it out with that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, what's Dabo's like MPH on the run down the hill? Like, I gotta know like his track, man. Like, I need to
I'm
know
thinking
what
22
what
point
he's
something.
what he's hitting. Like,
I'm surprised. That's
he's
actually
running. Coach.
He's moving.
Like, he's beating the team.
And the
out
hill
there.
the hill adds some MPHs to
Oh,
that.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Like he's going on a decline.
So I'm gonna say he's probably sits around 16 in normal
It's not
life. I think
slow.
he can get up to 20. Like him and Klubnik are probably.
I'm
you know,
just,
neck and neck.
I'm just waiting for that one time, man.
He's gonna hit. He's
Sniper.
gonna clip the back of that heel.
Yeah.
Or like hit that rock. Whatever
Howard's
that
rock?
is. Yeah, cool. Like,
Cody Boudreaux, will you guys do a pregame show from Clemson? Yeah, we will be live before the game and after the game in Clemson, South Carolina. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Stewie, glad to have you back, my friend.
glad to be back.
It was good to have you back in here. And here he goes. I mean, he's moving,
Like,
brother.
bro, he's got a little stride to him.
It is impressive. Like,
It
as
is.
much as it's weird and stupid,
He's got to be tired by
He's
now.
old.
There we go.
it's impressive that he can still.
Make it about himself.
Also, yeah. Also, I watched that SEC show and
Given Saturday?
A&M is still a cult.
Oh, my
forever
God.
be a
It's
cult.
worse.
Like, it got what? Like, watching that made it worse. Because, like,
Mhm.
brother,
They're in.
like,
Clemson is a little.
we don't have cheerleaders. Like, what?
We got
You
the,
saw that they have one of the yell leaders goes through fall camp with them. I saw that the other day.
What does he do?
The yell leader, captain
Gets
yell leader,
hazed.
goes through fall camp with the
Oh,
team.
so he watches practice like this is where I would be doing my thing.
No, he puts pads and helmet on and
Oh,
practices
my.
with the team.
That tells you how soft that football team is.
I appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning. We'll close it out.
Go,
We won't be back. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. I got to go get a haircut.
Texas A&M.
Hair's
Texas A&M. Stewie, welcome back, brother.
Welcome back.
Thank
Glad to have you back. There he
Do you
is.
dip? Texas A&M.
A&M.
The family is coming back into
Smack
full
your
form.
butt.
Smack your butt. Do that shit at practice and get this man out my game.
That is, like, I was watching that and I was like,